I'm just going to use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay. And... Okay, what is going on, world of YouTube? My name is Grandmaster Scott, and today I will be ranking, as a part of Final Content Week, my favorite Pokemon of every type. Now, to clarify, when it comes to dual-type Pokemon, it's just simply going to be how I like them relative to that type. Plus they may, and then there's a chance that some could share the same rank. So I have to get a couple things done. So I have actually already done this before. It was during a Christmas stream, also here. So the last time I did a Christmas stream, I had done this. So if you want to see how I feel about ice types, you can go there. I'm not doing ice types today. It's just going to be the other 17. I'm just going to look something up just so I can remind myself a bit. Okay. Alright, I've got myself ready. I'm just going to pull up the first type I'm going to work on, which I'm just going off of how Bulbapedia lists them. So... just me. I also want to make sure it has everything. Okay, it does. So, first up on the list, every normal type Pokemon. Also good. I wanted to crop the screen so that ads would not show, and it looks like I did exactly that. So, first, so I'm just gonna go by this. So, Rattata, it's a classic, but it's also a Gen 1 Pokemon, you know, is generic. So I'm going to put you D+, just because you are a classic, especially everyone knows Rattata. And then Raticate, I like a little bit better, so that'll be a C tier. Igglybuff, I like more than both of them, just because he is just a cute little guy. Jigglypuff, you're going to be put next. It is cute, but it's also fallen into what I like to call Smash Rot, because I've noticed something where, like, is it just me, or does it seem like anytime a character gets added to Smash Bros, just like with, you know how there's the joke when like anyone says a character from Fortnite, it's like, it's the guy from Fortnite. Now, I feel like Smash Bros has a similar thing. It's like, here's a Fire Emblem character. That's a Fortnite character. That's not Fortnite. That's a Smash Bros character. And Jigglypuff, I feel like, has gone into the same vein. Wigglytuff, I like more, especially because I played. Actually, no, not even here. You're going in A tier because I played the heck out of the Mystery Dungeon games as a kid. Meowth, you're a staple. You're not as generic as Rattata, so I'm gonna put you next to Eradicate. Actually, no. He deserves more. C plus tier. Gigantamax Meowth. He's just the same, he's just longer. B tier. This long cat, which is cool. Persian. Gonna put you the same here, because you're just at the same, you're just a cat. It is literally just a cat. Licky tongue. Licky licky. Happiny. You're more creative. I'm gonna put you in B tier, because I also watched the anime as a kid, and I loved Brock's Happiny. Chansey. You know, actually, you get A tier status for being the best source of experience in Pokemon. That's what you get for being a Stallmon. Oh, you're annoying, Blissey. I hate you for all your stall tactics. Kangaskhan. You get a B plus tier. I like Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan. It's Kangaskhan, but now I have the childs. You get A tier. Tauros. It's a bull. It has 3 tails. You get B plus tier. Ditto. Honestly, he's just a happy little guy. The happy little guy gets S tier. Plus, I love the Ditto is Mew theory. Eevee. I prefer you over Pikachu. Every day. Big Eevee, he is floof. He also gets S tier. I've always said this, I prefer Eevee over Pikachu just because Pikachu's overrated, and Eevee is just perfect. Porygon. He gets A plus tier because we need respect for Electric Soldier Porygon, and how just because someone had too much fun in the animation studio, he almost got Pokemon cancelled. I mean, granted, it was Pikachu's fault more accurately, but still. Porygon 2. You get A tier just because you're a duck. You are a duck. Porygon Z. A plus tier. I like it more than the duck. Munchlax. He's just a happy little guy. He gets A tier. Snorlax. He's one of my favorite normal type Pokemon. S tier. Gigantamax Snorlax. Also here, he's just got all the food stacked on his stomach. Sentret. You get D tier just because of all the times someone got tricked into thinking you were a shiny in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Furret. I feel like if I do this, some PokeTuber is gonna be mad at me, so I gotta rank him high, so he gets A tier. Also, I do kind of love Furret. Fun fact, this thing's 8 feet tall. Ambipom. B plus tier. I don't really have many strong feelings. I like it. Same with Ambipom. I like it. I do like its design, just not that much. Girafarig. Honestly, he gets B plus tier for being a palindrome. For Farigiraf. Also a palindrome, but honestly, I like the chain chomp for a head, so he gets A plus. Dunsparce. You get C tier. Dunsparce. F tier. Dunsparce extra long. F tier. I wish there was something below F tier. Teddiursa. He's just a cute little bear. He gets C plus tier. Ursaring. If I don't rank him higher, he's gonna murder me. A tier. Stantler. I hate his tail, so he gets D tier. Wordeer. He gets B plus. I actually used him when I was playing Legends Arceus. Smeargle. A tier. He's just a guy painting. Miltank. If the PokeTuber MGTV is watching, you're gonna hate me for this. A plus tier. I love this thing. Zigzagoon. B tier. He's a cute little raccoon guy. Linoon. B plus tier, because he's got the avatar arrow on his forehead. Slackoth. Dude's too lazy to go anywhere else, so he's gonna go C plus tier. Vigoroth. Like he's making progress. Slacking. He gets... Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would be the middle area. He gets B for middle. Actually, nah, he gets B plus. Whismer. Fun fact, this thing has a butthole, so it gets D plus tier. Loudred. Again, I played Mystery Dungeon as a kid. He gets B plus. Exploud. Fun fact, this thing has an ability that was never used. I'm going to give him A plus tier out of pity. Zuril. I'm going to give you B tier. Kind of wish it was Meryl or Azumarill, although I guess you'll see how I feel about them in the next area. There we go. Hard a partner. I have no clue what happened there. But, Skitty. You get B plus tier for being the best Mystery Dungeon starter. Delcatty. Honestly, I kind of forget you exist sometimes. So, you get B tier. Spinda. This thing's a nightmare when it comes to hunting down its variants, so he gets C plus tier. Zangoose. He gets A tier. Cast Form. You know, MGTV already hated me for this, so I'm just gonna be nice. And I'm gonna... no, I'm gonna really piss him off. Like, same tier as Miltank. Kecleon. You get D plus tier for lying to everyone about what your shiny looks like. Bidoof. I love the memes, what can I say? Barrel. You are not Bidoof. I'm actually kidding. I'm gonna put you in C tier. Baneri. Honestly, he's a cute little bunny. You get a little B tier. B for Baneri. Lopunny. Oh, I forgot my hat. Anywho, I'm about to expose myself real hard. A tier and A plus tier. Moving on. Glameow. A little springtail cat. You get B tier. Parugly. I'm putting this thing in B plus because it's not only hilarious, but fun fact, this thing's faster than the Latis, than the Eon duo. Like, this thing is faster than Pokemon that are the equivalent of a supersonic jet. This fat cat. Regigigas. He gets A tier out of pity. Because I feel bad that he... Dang it, YouTube. What now? It'll pass, Scott. It'll pass. Where was I? Arceus. He gets A plus tier. I like the design. I kind of wish he had something extra. Patrat. C plus tier. Watchog. C tier. He's just... Lillipup. You get B... Nah, you get A tier. You're a dog. You are a doggo. Herdier. You are a doggo with a coat. Same tier as Lillipup. Stoutland. I have to put you in S plus or A plus, just because, well, we gotta remember the Stoutland from the anime. I can't believe they straight up just had an elderly dog die in the anime and then had a cat cry over it. That is just cold. Audino. Kind of wish you gave him more experience. C plus tier. Mega Audino. Kind of wish you were better, but I like the white design, so B tier. Zorua. S tier. The Hisuian Zora. Hisuian Zoroark. S tier. I love these Pokemon. I love the, like, Zorua on its own is already cute. Hisuian Zorua is adorable. Hisuian Zoroark is just a menace and an edgelord, and I love him. Next, Minccino. You get B tier. Chinchino. B plus tier for being surprisingly deadly with skill link. Deerling. You get A tier. I think he's cute. Sawsbuck. I like the pun in his name. A plus tier. Plus I've used one a lot. Bouffalant should have been, well, not an evolution, but I kind of wish they, well, no, Bouffalant should have been Taurus's evolution. You get B plus tier, because I feel the same about Taurus that I feel about you. You're just a buffalo. So yeah. Meloetta. I actually used this in Indigo Disc, so you get A tier. Fighting Meloetta. I also used this, so I kind of like the designs equally. I don't really like one over the other, because each one kind of has their own theme, so it's just same tier. Baneri. You get A tier. I kind of like you. Diggersby. This is what happened when Bugs Bunny laced his carrots with fentanyl. He gets C tier until he gets out of his drug addiction. Furfrou. B tier. It's cool, but kind of wish it was more. I like the different cuts, but kind of wish they did more with those cuts. Yungoos. You get B plus tier, because I do kind of like you. Gumshoes. So this is what happened. So this is Donald Trump's true form. He had to channel a fraction of its power when he got shot. You get A plus tier, because A tier. I'm not political, but I love the memes. Trying to just ignore what YouTube is saying about the stream as much as I can, because it is not something I can really control. Stuffle. Stuffle gets A tier. Stuffle's cute. Beware! If I don't rank it higher, it's gonna kill me. Plus, I do like the Pokedex entry about how it could kill you with a hug. So, you get A plus tier. Like, I like when Pokemon gets dark with the Pokedex entries. It kind of reminds you that this is not a series that's just for children. Oranguru. I like the thing in the anime how it was just a bartender, so he gets a B plus tier for being better than a bartender. Type Null. I kind of like how it's supposed to be like lab-made Arceus, but at the same time, I kind of wish they did more. You get B plus tier, because I do like you. Silvally, I'll rank a tier higher. I just wish it was not called a legendary. It does not have legendary status. Kamala, he's just an EP dude. EP dude goes in A plus tier. Plus this thing can learn Wood Hammer, which is just hilarious. Like, he can just take a nap, bring out his log, bludgeon you to death with it. Drampa. He'll kill you if you bully someone. He gets A plus tier. Plus, is the first normal dragon type. I think that's kind of cool. He's literally a normal dragon. Squovit. Honestly, I'm going to put you in D+, because I don't hate you as much as Peter Griffin. A.k.a. Greedent. Wooloo. He's round sheep. Dubwool. I like it, just not as much as Wooloo. Although, sad fact, this thing cannot learn rollout. These lines cannot learn rollout, which is just depressing. Lechonk. I gotta put him in S tier. It's Lechonky Boy. Same with Oinkologne. Like, we had Lechonky Boy till... Basically, literally, we had Lechonky Boy in the Elite Four and Champion battle. This thing... He's the OG. He's a goat. Tandemouse. I'm gonna put you in A tier, and then I'm gonna put Mouse Hole in B plus tier, just because I hate its shining. And last up, Terapagos base form. He's a cute little turtle. He gets A tier, A plus tier. Terapagos shell form. He gets A plus tier as well, and then Terapagos's Terastal form. He gets S tier, because I just love how it's just like the world turtle. That is just so cool. So, yeah, this is my... Wait, hang on. I can actually get my head out of the way. This is my full list. Moving on. I'm just gonna go to my face. Just hang on a sec. I had to get out because Bulbapedia just decided, hey, you want an ad? Okay, so that was normal done. Next, I'm gonna do fire type Pokemon. Okay, that is not the full list. Hang on. Are you? You're not either. Come on, where's the full list? Like, where's the Pokemon Scarlet Violet Pokemon? Well, some of these are just... This is not what I'm looking for either. Come on. Okay, here we go. Why did that take so long to find? Anyway, here's ranking every fire-type Pokemon. Charmander. Overrated, but I'll give you a C tier because you are kind of cute. Charmeleon. A little awkward, but cool, I guess. Mega Charizard X, you get A tier. Mega Charizard Y, you also get A tier. Dynamax Charizard, I'm going to put you in B tier because you were unnecessary, despite you being cool. And Charizard, I'm going to put you in D tier because you're overrated. Vulpix, you get A tier. You're cute. Same with Ninetales, you're just cool. Hisuian Growlithe. I prefer over regular Growlithe just because I wonder how many times he's hit his head. Maybe that's why he became a rock type. S tier. Just in my HUD. Regular Growlithe, you get A tier. Just a cute little doggo. Hisuian Arcanine, I use this in my team. And so you get S tier. And regular Arcanine gets A tier. He is the legendary Pokemon after all. But he's just... He's one of the better Gen 1 Pokemon, I will say. Just like with Ponyta. So you get A tier. He's just a cute little horse. Same with Rapidash. You get A tier. You're one of the, like, Kanto Pokemon I prefer. Hisuian Marowak. This thing gets S tier. I love this thing. Actually, no. A tier. I love it. Not a fan of the fact that it couldn't get its signature move in its game it was introduced in until so much later. That kind of holds it back for me. Hang on, where's the scroll bar? Hang on, I gotta just something real quick like. And I cannot. Oh, joy. Oh well, looks like an ad's just gonna pop up randomly. Sorry about that. Magmar. B tier. Kind of ugly, I'm gonna be honest. Blazeform Tauros. I'm glad that he got a form, but also I kind of hate the other forms just because they barely change. So, is that? Flareon. B tier. If it had better fighting... If it had better combat abilities, I would have ranked it higher. Moltres. He's my burning rubber chicken. He goes at A tier. Cyndaquil. He goes A tier. He's cute. Quilava. B tier. Like, okay, I don't like it as much as Cyndaquil. Hisuian Typhlosion. I'm going to rank in the same place as regular Typhlosion. They both get C tier because they were cool until their 3D models came out and they were ruined. 100%. Slugma. That's what you get for your memes. Magcargo, I kind of like more. Excuse me. Mostly before your Pokedex entry. Plus, I like Magcargo fast. Houndour, you get B tier. Houndoom, A tier. Mega Houndoom, A tier. I would have ranked it higher, but I don't like his ability. Magby, D tier. Entei, A tier. Awesome guy. Ho-Oh, S tier. Love this Phoenix. Torchic, you get A tier. Combuskin, you only get A tier because Game Freak fixed your shiny. Regular Blaziken, you get A tier, but Mega Blaziken gets S tier. That's just such a good Mega Evolution. Numel, you get B tier. He's just chilling. Camerupt, B tier at the same time. Although Mega Camerupt gets A tier. Like, he's just cooler. Torkoal, C tier. You're just kind of there. Primal Groudon, S tier. This thing goes hard. Chimchar, A tier. Mostly for my mom. Shout out to my mama. She loves Chimchar. Monferno. I actually like Monferno. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I've grown attached to the Chimchar line ever since I used them in a Sinnoh playthrough I did. So, yeah, and Infernape. I love the Fire Monkey. So, Magmortar. I actually love Magmortar, so he gets A tier. Then Heatran. I actually do like Heatran, so he gets A tier. Kind of like how he was also a boss in one of the Pokemon Ranger games. Victini, you get A tier. Just I like Victini. Tepig, cute little bacon pig boy, so he gets A tier. Pignite, you get C tier. Don't like the fact that you technically have nipples. And Emboar, you get A tier. I don't like Pignite, but I love Tepig and Emboar. Pensier, D tier. Simisear, F tier. Darumaka, B tier. Darmanitan, A tier. I'm not going to explain. I feel like that just kind of speaks for itself. You got cute little round chicken boy and angry beast. Litwick. I actually love the Chandelure line, so they all get A tier except for Chandelure, because he gets S tier. He's one of my favorite ghost types. And one of my favorite fire types, clearly. Heatmor. If he had more than just a signature move, otherwise he just gets C tier. Kind of like his attachment, not his connection with Durant, how he's like their main predator. Kind of like that. Larvesta, you get A tier, and then Volcarona gets S tier, because I love this thing. Reshiram, wish your shiny was better. Like, absolutely should have been inverted. Like, it should have been a black shiny, and Zekrom should have been a white shiny. That would have been so much better. Fennekin, cute little fox. You get a little B tier, right next to Darumaka. Okay then. Braixen. D tier. Honestly, the internet kind of ruined it for me. Although, not Delphox. Delphox is alright. Fletchinder, because I guess Fletchling's not here. Oh, right, because the normal type listing I didn't include flying types. So, Fletchinder? Fletchinder gets A. I actually used one when I first played Pokemon X. Same with Talonflame. Litleo, cute little lion. He gets a B tier. Female Pyroar? Honestly, female Pyroar and male Pyroar both get the same place in A tier. I'm really surprised by how many I had put as A tier. I just wanted to fix that. Yeah, I love their designs. Kind of wish that they were stronger, but I love them anyway. Up next, Volcanion. Kind of wish it wasn't a mythical, so A tier. Kind of like that is their first fire water type, though. Uh, Litten. Litten's a cat. I love cats. Same with Torracat. I'm actually going to put Incineroar lower because I don't like his flamethrower animation. Look it up if you want to. Oricorio. I kind of feel the same I do about all of the Oricorio line. They both get C tier. Like, they're cool. I just wish they were a little stronger. Even in, like, double battles. But until then, nah. Salandit. He's a simp, so he gets D tier. Salazzle. She gets B tier. Nah, C tier. I don't like how hard it is to find a female Salandit. Yeah, I'm sorry. Turtonator. Turtonator I kind of like. He gets A tier. Blacephalon. He gets A tier. Actually, no. Blacephalon gets S tier. I honestly, I really do like Blacephalon. Scorbunny. A tier? I'm gonna be honest, I like the Scorbunny line. Raboot gets S tier for the face mask. That's just really cool. Regular Cinderace, he gets A tier. Just because... I like the Galar starters. I just don't love them as much. Even though, like, Cinderace is my favorite of them. But... Although, I was happy when they all got Gigantamaxes. And his gets S tier. Carkle. You get A tier. Your regular form also... Your Colossal gets A tier. And Gigantamax Colossal also gets A tier. He doesn't really change much. Unlike a lot of the other Gigantamax. I actually forgot his name. Centiskorch's pre-evolution. I guess just for that you get D tier. Although Centiskorch, one of the best fire Pokemon. Gigantamax Centiskorch. Oh wait, no, this is regular Centiskorch. Gigantamax Centiskorch. He gets S tier. This just... I love how he just got longer. This is how you do Pokemon get longer right. Hear that, Dunsparce? Alright, Fuecoco. Honestly, he grew on me. He gets S tier. Fuecoco kind of grew on me. I still prefer Sprigatito because I just like cats more than this little guy, but he grew on me. I like the little sombrero, but Crocolore still gets S tier. Skeledirge, he was our starter in the Nuzlocke, and he was so helpful in the Nuzlocke, he gets S tier. Charcadet gets the little A tier. Same with Armarouge. I like Armarouge. I just don't like his signature move. And I just don't like his signature move. Ceruledge, on the other hand, yeah, he gets S tier. Then, Scovillain. Honestly, people hate on him too much. He gets A tier for me. He gets too much hate. Iron Moth. It's Volcarona, just with the metal wings. So he just gets... Honestly, yeah, he just gets A tier. I tried to defend... I like Pokemon Violet, and I tried to defend the future Paradox Pokemon as much as I can, but sometimes even I have to admit they just get lazy. And lastly, Chi-Yu. He is a goldfish, so he gets S tier. And, yeah. No, hang on. Come on, I'm just trying to... There I go. And this is my, fire types. Here's my S tiers, my A tiers, my B tiers, my C tiers, my D tiers, and my F tiers. So, I will now pull up the next one. Yeah, I know this is a bit boring, but to be fair, there was a lot of other things I wanted to do instead of this. but time constraints for the thumbnails plus the just stress. Oh wait, you can't even hear me. Can't? Oh, you can't hear me. I'm gonna lower my decibels a bit. There I go. Okay, just the time constraint of getting everything out with some technical difficulties here and there just had me do this. And I also realized I ranked my favorite ice type Pokemon, but I kind of want to do it on the other types. So that's what this whole stream is. Literally for who knows how long, I'm just going to be telling you what my favorite Pokemon of every type are. I just want to make sure that I can get ones with current Pokemon. And this one does. Okay. How long have I been going for, by the way? Really? Only 30 minutes? I guess I'm just tired. I did have meatballs for lunch. That could be it. Anywho, here is every fighting Here's me ranking every fighting type Pokemon. This one's going to be a bit longer. Like, yeah. Still, Mankey. You get C tier. Or, not B tier, because we did use one in the Nuzlocke. Primeape, he's A tier. He, like, rest in peace, Goku. Poliwrath. I'd use Poliwrath. I kind of wish the evolution was a bit more interesting, but still. He's A tier. Machop. Kind of feel the same, like, B tier. I like Machop. I don't know, he's just kind of meh to me. Same with Machoke. Although Machamp, he's A tier. Gigantamax Machamp, he's S tier. Like, he is cool. Galarian Farfetch'd. Kind of like that they gave him treatment, so he gets A tier, because he looks like if I give him B tier, he's going to use that leak and whack me in my bad spot, so no. Hitmonlee. I feel the same about all the Hitmon line. They just get A tier. Like, I like them. Yeah, it's B tier. I like them, just not my, I don't know. I think it could be I just have, like, an aversion to Gen 1. Like, I like parts of Gen 1. They're just, like, some bits I just don't. And, yeah, no, they get A tier. Because I did just remember that they were based on actual, like, martial arts celebrities. And, nah, actually, I also just remembered that how they evolve. Like, no. The Tauruses. I know I had already ranked them, but I'm still going to do this. They both get A tier. Like, Taurus himself is kind of boring, but I do like that they gave him something alongside different forms. Even if the shinies are terrible. But, honestly, I still like that they gave him something. Galarian Zapdos. It's Roadrunner. Galarian Mewtwo. Honestly, yeah, this thing gets A tier, because I do like... Mewtwo is already one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. And then Galarian Mewtwo. Honestly, I prefer... Not Galarian. Mega Mewtwo. I prefer Y over X. But he's still really cool. Heracross. Female form? You get A tier. Same with regular Heracross. I love Heracross. And it was just not enough for S tier. So you two... gender equality. They're both A tier. Mega Heracross, though, he's S tier. Because he is the sum of your parts. And then, Hisuian Sneasel. A tier. I like him. I think this is supposed to be Sneasler. So let's just pretend it's Sneasler. And he also gets A tier. Like, unless it was here. Oh! No, it is here, so... Oh, wait! These are just gender differences. I didn't even notice that. I'll just put him in A tier, but I didn't even notice that. I might as well just do it now. But where did I see? Sneasler. Sneasler gets A tier. I like Sneasler. I completely forgot it had gender differences. Um, Tyroke, that's your name. I'm getting older, guys. I'm 23, and I'm starting to slip. So bear with me. And here, you get B tier. Same with Hitmon. Actually, Hitmontop gets a little higher. It's harder to evolve than the other two, but also by the same time, I was a Beyblade kid growing up, so he gets A tier. Oh right, even you had gender differences? Wow, why do they keep making gender differences so hard to spot? Whatever. It's still gonna be the same thing. I can't even tell if it's supposed to be gender differences or if they just duplicate it or not. Regardless, it's still kind of the same thing. I love how my favorite fighting types so far have just been Gigantamax, Mega Evolution, Mega Evolution. Except Breloom. I like Breloom. He's just there. He's just like, hey guys. Makuhita, you get A tier. Hariyama, S tier. I use this thing a ton playing the original Ruby Sapphire, and even when I was doing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I think I used him when I played Ruby Sapphire. I don't remember. My memories from playing that as like those were my first Pokemon games, but my memories are hazy on what my team was. I remember having Swampert, and that's it. Although I love Hariyama, he gets S tier. Metacham. Again, I keep forgetting, like, these things had female variants? I'm surprised by how much effort they put into doing the variants. So, so you just get an A for effort. Metacham, same thing. And Mega Metacham, I like it, just not as much as some of the other Megas. And then Monferno, A tier. Infernape, S tier. I grew to like him. Lopunny, exposing myself again. Riolu, I like Riolu. Not a fan of your Friendship Evolutions though. Lucario, one of my favorite fighting type. Like, he is my second favorite Pokemon just of all time. And then Mega Lucario, I wish I had a tier higher, because then he would be there. I love Mega Lucario. Croagunk, loved him in the Sinnoh anime. So both versions, gender differences are just going to share the same just because I forget they exist sometimes. So I can't even tell the gender differences or if they just like cloned them. Regardless, they both get A tier. Same with Toxicroak. Kind of wish he was given more, but he gets there regardless. Gallade, he gets A tier. Mega Gallade, he gets S tier. It's just so clean. Please bring back Mega Evolutions Pokemon ZA. Fighting. Fighting Arceus. I forget you exist sometimes. Well, not I forget he exists. I guess I forget that he counts. So he goes A tier. Pignite, same thing. And Emboar, same thing. Timber, he gets B tier. I'm already starting to fade. Wow. Okay. Girder, you get same tier. Conkeldurr, you get A tier. I like Conkeldurr. I just like the big guy who just holds two. I like how he evolved from Log of Wood, I-Beam, 2 stone pillars. Throw and Sock both go C tier. I think this is just back to that argument that some Pokemon should not look like they're actually wearing clothes. I am a part of that. Hisui and Lilligant. Honestly, I'm glad that they gave Lilligant something, and I actually liked the boss fight. So you are A tier. I don't understand how people in the early 2010s did tier list videos. Scraggy. He gets A tier. Same with Scrafty. These Pokemon are just fun. Mienfoo. You get B tier. Mienshao, same B tier. I don't know why they're just B tier Pokemon to me. Then the legendary swords, yeah. Cobalion, he's A tier. Terrakion, A tier. And Virizion, A tier. Kind of wish we had more from them. Although, Keldeo, I will admit, he goes A tier as well. But his sword horn form, that's an S tier. I love the sword horn form. He's just like any protagonist getting a power up. And then, Pirouette Meloetta, you go A tier. Chestnut, B tier. If only you'd kept Spiky Shield, man. Hang on. I got a gas bubble. One moment. Excuse me, had to deal with that. Pancham, he's cute. He gets A tier. Pangoro, honestly, I love him more than I feel like I should. He gets S tier. Honestly, he looks like either he either looks like a mobster's executioner, ignore the ad, or he looks like a bouncer. I love him. Hawlucha. Honestly, I have a personal attachment to this thing, so he's Nacho Libre. I gotta put Hawlucha here. Hisui and Decidueye. I already love Decidueye, and I don't love the design more than regular Decidueye, but I love Hisui and Decidueye. Also, fun fact, this thing can technically fly. Crabrawler. I'm putting you in D tier because as a kid, when I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon for the first time, and I saw this thing for the first time, my thought was, oh, it's a crab, so maybe it's a fighting water type. So I send in my Rowlet, I use Leafage, neutral damage, it faints my Rowlet with the Z move. I hate this thing! Carbado will get B tier though. He gets too much hate. Stuffle and Beware the same thing. Like they get A tier. Excuse me. Pissimian? Honestly, you're a Pokemon I forget sometimes, so you get B tier. Although I do like how you can retrieve Pokeballs that fail. I like that. Silvally. Again, B tier. I just wish you weren't a legendary, and honestly, you're just a Pokemon I wish more was done with. Hakomo. You get A tier, not B tier. Although, Como, you get high. Like, I love Como. Buzzwole. You get A tier. Pheromosa. I guess, women's health statement. This is not what all guys are looking for. So, I guess for lying to women, you get B tier. Marshadow. He's just a happy little shadow guy. He gets S tier. I love Marshadow. And I liked him in the movie, how he was just like an arbiter of like fate and evil who's just like, hey, what's going on, guys? I like Marshadow. Globopus. He's cute. He looks like I think he's based off of the Adorabilis, which is an actual type of octopus, so he gets A tier. Grapplox, he also gets A tier. I wish that, like, these, again, are Pokemon I feel like should have been water type, but they're not. Game Freak, why do you do this? Why do you make Pokemon that look like they should be water type, but then aren't? Just... Still gotta deal with this gas bubble. Hang on. I'm trying not to burp too much because I don't want it to get caught on the mic. Oh wait, I can just mute. Hang on. Sorry, I had to deal with that. Okay, up next, Sirfetch'd. He gets A tier. I like that they were finally giving Farfetch'd something. Phalanx, it's the boys. Like, play the Imagine Dragons theme. He gets S tier. Zamazenta, or is it Zash? I think this is Zamazenta. Yeah, regular Zamazenta. He just looks like an injured dog. I love dogs. I don't want to see an injured dog. For making me think of injured dogs, this version gets D tier. Regular Zamazenta, though, he gets A tier. I prefer Zacian, but just because he's the dog with a sword in his mouth. But he gets this. I would have put him lower, but I've been watching Rising of the Shield Hero, so I respect anyone with a shield. So, Urshi, or Kubfu, you get B tier. I like you, but you should not have been a legendary. Urshifu. Okay, so this is like the different. They have the different forms, so I'm just gonna go off this. Solid Strike Urshifu, you get A tier. Just because Dark Fighting is not a good type. Swift Strike Urshifu, you get S tier. You are such a nightmare to fight and a joy to use. And then the Gigantamax forms, they both get S tier. They just add the red and blue, but this is simplicity done right. Quaquaval. I like you more than your other four. I don't like you as much as Quaxley, but I forgot what your middle evolution is called. But I like you a bit more than him. But you still get C tier. The Palmot line, Palmy's not here. If he was, he'd be an A tier. But the others get B and C tier just because they drop in quality. Because it's literally the same thing, just slightly bigger and on twos. Although I will admit, it is kind of cool how he has both the electric version of Burnout and he has a signature move that can revive fallen Pokemon. That is cool. Flamigo, A tier. We did use it in the Nuzlocke, but it didn't get much time to shine, especially because it didn't kill with the close combat. So you get A tier. Annihilate. This is an S tier. Noticing that I kind of like the fighting types more than the fire. But I love Annihilate. And fun fact, for the Nuzlocke, if Goku were to have evolved into Annihilate, I was going to change his name from Goku to Goku Black. Great Tusk. We used this in the Nuzlocke, even though, honestly, looking back, we probably shouldn't have. So, you get A tier. Slitherwing. Honestly, I like you more than Iron Moth, but you still get A tier. Iron Hands. A tier. Iron Valiant. S tier. Great Pokemon. I love how it's like both Gardevoir and Gallade at the same time. And lastly, Koraidon. He gets A tier. Like, I prefer Miraidon, and Fighting Dragon is not a good type, and the Harsh Sunlight does not work with you. And Okidogi, he gets S tier. He, honestly, out of the trio, he is my favorite of them. And, yeah. This is my tier list. The S's, the A's, a lot of A's, the B's, the C's, the D's. So let me get the next one ready. Excuse me. Also, you cannot see it, but all the while there are just ads on the screen, just ads on the left and right of the screen, and they are a little distracting for me. So, moving on is going to be the water types. Once I just find the right one. I'm also seeing the different kinds of tier lists they have, and they are funny. So... Is it? Do you... You do, okay. I've always got to make sure it has the Pokemon up, like, generation up to date. So, let's rank all water-type Pokemon now. Squirtle? Can I change the names of these? I can. Alright. I'm just gonna... No, I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay, Squirtle. You get, you're a decent Pokemon. Actually, you're a good Pokemon. Wartortle, I put as decent. He looks like a grandpa. And, Blastoise, good. I just realized, do these also have the... Oh, they don't have the Gigantamax in them. Oh. Well, I guess this one won't have Gigantamax, but we do have Raindrop Cast Form. I'll get to him in a bit. Psyduck. He's just a silly Psyduck. Golduck. Should have been Psychic type. Also, these two should have had their names changed. Gold Duck, Psychic Duck. Poliwag. You are good. Poliwhirl. You are decent. Poliwrath. I just have an attachment to you, so you are good. Seal. Dugong. I like a bit more, but unoriginal. Literally a seal and literally a dugong. Yes, there is an animal called a dugong. Look it up. Like boring. Boring. That's all you are. You are boring. Shelter. You did a good because Pokemon, thanks to 3D models, this is one of the good moments of Pokemon 3D modeling. We now know how you move, and you move just like how a clam moves by pushing yourself backwards. So, you know, you get decent for creativity. I just realized, is Cloyster here? I don't see Cloyster. I don't think this is a completed tier list. You know what? I'm just gonna keep rolling with it, just because I don't feel like moving. So, Krabby. Just a crab. Kingler. Honestly, you get decent just because he's got a big, meaty claw! I love SpongeBob. Horsey. Honestly, you're unoriginal, but you're cuter than the others. So, you're better. At least it's not Seahorse. Seadra. Honestly, decent. Goldeen. Literally just a goldfish. Sea King, a bigger goldfish. They both are trash. This is what I mean, everyone keeps complaining about how modern generation Pokemon are boring, and their only evidence is Chandelure, Klefki, and Garbodor, yet they have Seal, Krabby, and Dugong. And yet no one bats an eye. Because we live in a society where Gen 1 Pokemon are regarded as gods, but Gen 5 Pokemon are boring. Society. I don't know why I had to do a Joker impression. Staryu. Honestly, you get decent because you are cool, and fun fact, this gold bit actually wraps around a leg. I like that attention to detail. Oh, whoa, I'm just not realizing. Not even Starmie's on here. Wow, this is incomplete. I'm still gonna keep going, though. So, yeah. If you want any consolation, Just trying to see. Oh wow, they don't even have some of the evolutions. Well, I guess just as clarification, Kingdra I put in decent, just because it's just a slightly bigger Seadra, and Starmie I put in good because I like how it's just two starfishes together, and one of them can spin for an attack. Really, Gyarados isn't even here? Well, that just feels like a cop out. Like, what Pokemon are missing here? So we don't have Gyarados. We have Vaporeon. We have the line. We have this line. We have Politoed. The Remoraid's. Okay, if you're not gonna give me Marshtomp and Swampert, then this is just an outrage. Although we have a lot of these types to get through, and a lot of Pokemon to get through, so I'm just gonna keep going, move on, and maybe we'll find them in the other types. So, Magikarp. He's an icon. Vaporeon. Icon for the wrong reasons. I wish there was actually a type worse than... not type, I wish there was a tier lower. Then I would have put you there. Totodile. Honestly, he's just a cute little crocodile guy. Croconaw, he looks like he's wearing a little caveman suit. Feraligatr. Honestly, yeah, good. Honestly, the Johto Pokemon are my least favorite. Politoed. Good. I would never use... I would rather use a Poliwrath over a Politoed, but good. I'm going to be honest, most of these rankings are either off of design or, like, other factors, like if I've used them or how, like, unique their Pokedex entries are. That's part of it. Remoraid. Honestly, Remoraid and Octillery both get good because they're based off of guns. He's a pistol and he's an artillery gun. So they are both in good. Suicune. Super. I'm not a fan. Like, I like Entei, but I prefer Suicune and Raikou more. And I prefer Raikou the most. Mudkip. S tier. Wailmer. He's a beach ball. Wailord. You're getting decent just because your size is so inconsistent. It was only fixed in one game. Therefore, decent. C tier. Gorfish. If my accent didn't tip you off, he's good. Oh, we don't have Crawdont. Yeah, Crawdont would have been good as well. Feebas. Yeah. Ugly. Although I guess that's the point. Still ugly. Milotic. Or Milotic, however you pronounce it. He's good. Rainform, Castform. You get good. Clamperl. I hate Clamperl because as a kid I was challenging the battle tower and a barrier Clamperl stalled me out. So I have resentment. I also have kind of a hatred for Huntail and Gorbis because these things should have been Dark Water and Psychic Water. Or Water Dark, Water Psychic. So they're in the same tier as Clamperl. Up next, Love Disc. The Heart Scale Farm. You are decent. Kyogre. Super. I love Kyogre. Oh wait, they don't even have Empoleon here. Well, Empoleon would have been good. Piplup is a cute little penguin friend, and Prinplup is just a little ugly. Buizel. Good. Floatzel. Good. I like the life preservers. Shellos. I have to put it in super. And if Gastrodon was here, it would have been actually a bit lower. I prefer Shellos over Gastrodon. Finneon. You are good because I'm putting you in good because I love your cry. The word. I just love the word. And then next, Lumineon. Good. I like the design. I like the transformation. Fion. decent. Manaphy, good. I prefer Manaphy over Fion. I wish it was an evolutionary line and not a breed line, especially because you're literally the only legendary that breeds. Oshawott. Honestly, I love this. This thing's just cute, and I loved him in the anime and in Pokepark 2, so you are super. Duot, you are good. Actually, you're one of my favorite middle stage evolutions, so you also get super, and I love Samurott. And as for how I would put Hisui and Samurott, I would put him in good, just because he's not as much of a change compared to the other regionals. Like regional starters. Panpour. Honestly, Panpour and Simipour, they're the same. It's like, I don't hate them as much as I don't hate as much as Simisear, but it's still really bad, especially because it also looks like it's wearing a skirt, and again, some Pokemon just should not look like they're wearing clothes. Timple. Oh wait, not even the full lines here. Well, if it's any consolation, Timple I actually find adorable, and then the other two would have been in good. Well, okay, Palpitoad would have been in decent, and then Seismitoad would have been in good if they were here. Basculin. Oh wait, not even Basculegion's here. Okay, well, Basculin itself is just bad. I don't hate it as much as some of the trash Pokemon, but I still don't like it. The other forms would have been here as well, and Basculegion I would have put in good. Alomomola. Not Onomatopoeia, that's comic books. No, you are in good for being a palindrome, just like with the Girafarig and Farigiraf. Excuse me. Froakie. Good. Frogadier. Good. And let's just pretend that I put Greninja and Ash Greninja in Super because I love them. Clauncher and Clawitzer. They're both in good. I never use them, but I like them regardless. Popplio. My favorite of the Alola starters. Like, on par with Rowlet. Brionne, it is cute. It is good. Primarina would have been an S tier, though, I will say. Wishy-washy. You know, I'm going to put you in decent over the other bad and trash, because I actually do like you, and I like how your trial in Sun and Moon starts with big, monstrous, scary fish, and then he's just a little small fry. Pyukumuku, he gets good. I actually I love Pyukumuku. Sobble. The whole Sobble line, except for like Sobble, Drizzle, they are good. Inteleon creeped me out so much when I first saw him. So you're just bad. You just creep me out. And Choodle is good. I used one when I first played Pokemon Sword. Barraskewda and Arrokuda and Barraskewda. You are in good, and you are in good. Because I used these when I was doing other playthroughs of Sword and Shield. And then Quaxley and I don't remember your middle evolution name, but regardless, you're good. You're decent. Cut down on the hair and we'll talk. Wiglet. This thing just makes me nervous. Wugtrio. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. I feel like I need to put a censor bar over it. It's just wrong. And then, of course, Palafin. And the last ones, Palafin, we have to put you in good. Finizen. Or Palafin, I don't remember which one's which, but hero form, he's super, he's S tier, he was in the Nuzlocke, and he lived to the end, and we love him. And Dodonzo, he's in good. I'm really surprised by how... I am sorry that this is technically an incomplete list, but here's the list. I'm really surprised by how incomplete this was, but we have so many types to get through and so many Pokemon to get through that this is just gonna go on too long. So I am going to now switch to my face so I can find the next one, which will be flying types. Also, I hope everyone liked the short I posted yesterday. Like I said, it is going to be... Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, first, like I said, it will be inconsistently uploaded because I'm just not that in touch with celebrities and celebrity news, so I can't easily make those jokes. And, like, even, like, I have, like, 2 others in the back of my head, and that's it. And one of them I can't even think of one for. And also, I'm just sorry, I have to bring this up. I'm really risking whatever ads are going to fly on the screen. But I'm just seeing all of the different flying type evolutions. This is just the Team Sky logo. Like, it's just Team Sky. Like, isn't Sky bird type helicopter mighty? Oh my god, an MNJ TV fan actually made this. I love this. How? Oh my god, they even... Wow. They have literal... Wait, do they have every? Unfortunately, this only goes to Generation... Oh, wait. Or does it? Hang on, this isn't alphabetized. Like, there's Silvally, there's Corvus Squire... So we go up to Generation 7. Do we go any higher than that? No. Okay, I'm not going to do this one. But that was just really funny to see. And, yeah, that was just really funny to see. So, let me see. Are there any that are modern? Yep, we got one that's modernized. So, wow, there's a lot of... They're also kind of the normal types. That's understandable. Okay, and now let's rank every flying type. Oh my god! Well, we're starting off with putting you in C tier. You were unnecessary, Gigantamax Charizard. You're going in the same tier with your normal form. You're overhyped, and you're the proof that Pokemon has a Kanto problem. Although you get A tier. I like Mega Charizard Y. Like, you're fine. I have no hate towards you. Butterfree. Bye-bye, Butterfree. I'm kidding. You're A tier just for making kids cry. Same with your female form, because again, I don't care about gender differences. Unless it's like a gender-specific evolution. In which case I kind of hate you, because you're just a nightmare to evolve sometimes. Although I like Gigantamax Butterfree. He is Mothra, gigantic butterfly. Pidgey, you're just a bird. Pidgeotto, you're a slightly bigger bird. Although you gonna get C tier. Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot. Pidgeotto is like Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. This line confuses me. You get C tier. Although I like your Mega Evolution. So that gets an A tier. I just like Mega Evolutions. I want them to bring it back. Spearow, D tier. And Fearow, you get... Honestly, I like Fearow more than Pidgeot. So, plus, Pidgeot, if you say it in a different way, can sound like Pidgeot, which sounds like idiot. So, no, I will not have an idiot on my team. I will have fear on my team. Zubat. You're just a nuisance. Nuisance. Ugly. Ugly. Crobat. S tier. I love Crobat. Like, annoying, ugly, perfection. It's just like, we had to get 2 mistakes out of the way before we peaked. Farfetch'd. He gets C tier. Like, this isn't Galarian Farfetch'd, so he's just there. Doduo. You get B tier. Dodrio. You get A... Nah, you get B tier as well. It's cool, but unremarkable at the same time. Scyther. For being a... You were a middle stage... You're fully evolved Pokemon for so long, but you're also a trait evolution, so you get B tier. Mega Pinsir. You get A tier. I love the Pinsir line. Gyarados. A tier. This is not a Pokemon that's overhyped. Like, it's appropriately hyped. I like it. I love Gyarados. Aerodactyl, my favorite of the fossils. Mega Aerodactyl is the only fossil that Mega evolves. Articuno. You cannot see it because, well, even in my old house, it wasn't easily seen. And it is also packed right now, but I have a glass figurine of an Articuno. So you get A tier. And this is just Cyclops from the X-Men. S tier. Zapdos, my favorite of the... Well, I would say it's my favorite of the birds, but honestly, Articuno has been growing on me as of late. So you get to share the same spot. Same with Roadrunner. Moltres, you're a rubber chicken on fire. I love you. So you're still just going here. I like the legendary birds. Galarian Moltres, on the other hand, it's got dark fire. That's always great. So, Dragonite. C tier. I like him. He's a fun little noodle dragon. I just wish this isn't what Dragonair evolved into. Hoot. I like that it actually does have 2 legs. Noctowl. C tier as well. I like it, just not as much. The Ladybug line. Honestly, if it were... Yeah, it also gets C tier. I like it, just not enough to rank it any higher, but not too little that I would rank it lower. Togetic. Honestly, because so many people were forced to use this when playing the original Pokemon. Or not, when they were playing Gold and Silver, in Crystal, this was a fully evolved Pokemon. When playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they could not get Togekiss until post game. That was the only time when you could get the Shiny Stone. So you get C tier. Natu. Honestly, I like the Natu line, so B tier, A tier, and A tier. I like Natu, he's just a cute little guy, and then I love Xatu, he's just cooler. Plus, fun fact, he's constantly seeing both the past and the future at the same time, so this guy has literally seen some crap. Hoppip. It's cute. C tier. C tier. Jumpluff, I actually prefer more, so you're B tier Jumpluff. I like Jumpluff. Yanma. I like the Yanma line. You're an A tier. In fact, I want to skip ahead. There, Yanmega S tier. I love Yanmega. The Murkrows. I like Murkrow. You are A tier. Gligar, I don't like it as much. It's B tier. Just because, again, it's one of those Pokemon that fell into a Gen 4 curse where you couldn't tell if it was shiny or not. Because they changed the palette completely. This thing was a dark blue. Or like a dark purple. Delibird. It's Santa Claus. Still get B tier though. Just because your signature move sucks. Mantine is a symbiotic relationship. I like him. Skarmory. Skarmory is cool. He gets A tier. Lugia. You get D tier because you should have been a water type. Sorry, sometimes these Pokemon kind of get to me. Ho-Oh. S tier. You are appropriately typed and appropriately powerful. Beautifly. I'm going to put you in A tier because you have a creepy fun fact. You have a creepy Pokedex entry that states how you suck the blood out of your opponents. And fun fact, some butterflies will drink your blood. I just made someone no longer able to touch grass. Tailo. B tier. Swellow. B tier. I would rank you higher, but Gen 3 anime. Thunder Armor. Just no. Wingull. B tier. Pelipper. Toilet Bird. But I don't hate it as much. So, because it's a mailman as well. So you get C tier. Masquerain. I love the design. I wish it was stronger. You're still going in A tier. Ninjask. You are A tier. Because I have used Ninjasks in Shedinja before. So, yeah. Swablu and Altaria. Swablu is A tier. Altaria, S tier. Because I've used one before when I was playing Shining Pearl for the first time. And I loved it. Mostly because the flying options sort of sucked. And Staravia's move pool was really limited. That was such a bad game. Tropius, A tier. We caught you in the Nuzlocke, but it took me too long to come up with a name for you, and we didn't even end up using you. Or we did, and you died. I don't remember. Either way, Salamence, A tier. Mega Salamence. He's my flying croissant. Rayquaza, S tier. Mega Rayquaza, S tier. You know, fun fact, in Pokemon Conquest, there is a character who has a shiny Rayquaza. And he even points it out as shiny by referring to it as Rayquaza as black as night. It's Rayquaza, black as night. It is great. Starly, B tier. I like it more than most of the birds. It's got a little bit more going for it. Staravia, a little bit more going for it. Staraptor, childhood icon, A tier. Muffin. Honestly, yeah, I like the design. He's an A tier. Combee, female. He's an A tier. It's cute. She's cute. Male Combee. I know I never ranked, but male Combee is literally worthless. Vespiquen's A tier. Drifloon, A tier. Unfortunately, Drifblim is the forgettable Pokemon, but not to me, because I actually love Drifblim. So you are A tier. And then, Honchkrow. I'm starting to get a little tired, and I don't even think I've been going for it. I have been going for an hour 20. I guess I'm just more tired than I thought. That's what happens when your daughter, your little fur baby, wakes you up at 4 because she's bored. Honchkrow's A tier. I like Honchkrow, even though it does kind of look like he's doing a Nazi salute. Chatot. You're a B tier? Although I would have ranked you lower, but I love your chatter move. Like, that's just funny. Mantike. B tier. It's cute. Togekiss. Nightmare and competitive. And actually, you're S tier. I actually love Togekiss. Gliscor. You're A tier. I love the design. He's Batman. He's more Batman than Zubatman. Rotom Fan. Redundancy. I'm a flying type, and I have levitate. But wait, what's this? Air balloon. I am so immune to the land. I am in the heavens. Shaman Skyform. A tier. I love the design. Arceus Skyform. I can't believe that they even include this. It's B tier. I like the design. I just think that the change of the ring is kind of boring, that's the only change there is to show that there's the new type. Pidove. C tier. I don't hate it as much as some of the other unoriginal birds, but it's also just a pigeon. Tranquil. You're a C tier. Because you're also doing a Nazi salute. What is it with flying type Pokemon being Nazis? Unpheasant. C for this, for male Unpheasant. Female Unpheasant. I love the mask. That's an A tier. Woobat. B tier. He's a bat with a heart nose. Swoobat. He's a big bat with a heart nose. He's cute. Sigilyph. I love Sigilyph. Archon. He's cute. He's A tier. Same with Archeops. I love this line. Ducklet. Excuse me. Ducklet, you're B tier. Swanna, B tier. I only say this because I was disappointed to find out that this was a water type Pokemon that could not learn Waterfall. You're a flying type. Fly over the waterfall. So suffice to say, I had to find a different water type Pokemon for that playthrough of Black and White. Or was it Black and White 2? I don't remember. Either way. Emolga. B tier. You are just another Pika clone, but you're one of the more unique because you're a flying type. Rowlet. Not Rowlet, Rufflet. B tier. Braviary. A tier. Hisuian Braviary. S tier. It's just so cool. Vullaby. You're wearing a diaper. Mandibuzz. A little bit cooler. Tornadus. This is an A tier. I love the genies. I don't love this. Thundurus. Yes. Honestly, this is the only one of the Therian forms I like. So you're going in A tier. Next to your regular form. Landorus. Honestly, A tier. D tier. Fletchling. Fletchling's a cute little bird. He gets A tier. Fletchinder the same. Talonflame the same. It's a solid line. Oh god, they even put all Vivillon in Minior and Squawkabilly forms. Well, first off, Pokeball pattern, that's an immediate S tier. Because it's a Pokeball. I'm just going to go off this based off of designs. It's literally just pure white wings. Although it is kind of cool, so you're an A tier. This is blue with white dots. You're B tier. This is just a bright blue. B tier. These two are both kind of similar. Just one's orange, one's green. And just for being too similar, they both go in C. This one, I kind of like the purple more, so it's going to go in B tier. The pink is actually really nice, so pink goes in A tier. I kind of like how it sort of looks like a Kabuki mask, although it kind of has the same issue that they do, so I like the color red, but not enough to put it in B tier. Same with this. Some of these just feel... I like the forms, just some of them feel unnecessary. This one's going in A tier, though. I like this one. And this is a quick ball, so that's going here. I don't know why. I think it's this yellow bit here I kind of like. You actually have two color schemes going for you. I mean, I know this one did too, but honestly, it was in the same row, and I was getting tired of just seeing Vivillon all over the place. So, they're all going here. Hawlucha, A tier. Noibat, cute little guy. B tier. Noivern, cool guy. A tier. Yveltal, A tier. Is just so cool. Rowlet, S tier. Dartrix, gets too much hate. A tier. I like his bow tie. Pick-a-Peck. Again, it's one of those, like, it's just a bird, but it's got more going for it. Unlike Trumbeak. Like, Trumbeak, you're kind of going the same place. Toucannon, I actually like Toucannon. Kind of wish it was a fire type, like a fire flying type, not just normal flying, because it has a lot to do with fire, so fire flying type would have been better. I know we already had Talonflame, but it should have been. Excuse me. The Oricorios. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's like, They're all C tier, except for this one. This one's B tier. I like it. Another Savali form, B tier. Minior Shell. I hate because shiny hunting this thing is such a nightmare. Because you have all these forms, but you can't tell what it is until you get it to half health. So because of that, Shell Minior is in D tier. The others are in B tier though. I like Minior. I just hate the shell. I hate the shell because it's basically just a loot box, especially with shiny hunting. But the other forms, I like the various colors. B tier. Celesteela. He's our rocket. So he gets A tier. I actually like Celesteela. Rookidee, the first ever pure flying type regional bird. You are better than most. Although you're also on the same tier as Fletchinder. Or Fletchling. I just like Fletchling. Corvus Squire is honest. It's a good middle evolution. A tier. Corvus Squire, S tier. One of my favorite flying type Pokemon. Gigantamax Corvus Squire. It's just so good, man. Cramorant. I would have put it lower, but one of the only good things to come out of Detective Pikachu Returns was Stoner Cramorant, so I like Cramorant because they made him look and act like a stoner. And then, I'm gonna put this in A tier because I like the concept, and I like that you can even change what it's swallowing. I forget what the condition is for it to go from an Arrokuda to a Pikachu, but I like that it has that Easter egg, so they're both A tier. And Amorous. Honestly, it's up here with her siblings, except this. Actually, I kind of like it more than the other Therians, so you're going in C tier. I don't like you, but I don't hate you as much as Tornadus and Landorus' Therian form. Squawkabilly. All of them are going in C tier just because they're so underwhelming, and I can't believe this was our regional bird. This should not have been a regional bird. Should have been Kilowattrel. Speaking of which, Wattrel's in B tier, and Kilowattrel is in A tier. I really like the Wattrel line. Even though we didn't really get to see much of Dive Bomb. Bombardier. I actually like this thing. I like Bombardier. It's the stork. Flamigo. A tier. Honestly, it just reminds me of my grandma. Because she hated pink flamingos. And I'm sorry, but you're literally just Hydreigon. You're going in D tier. Although I do kind of like how it says that he's the byproduct of a Pokemon and a machine that fell in love. Because that just means robots can do it. That's just wrong. That is just wrong. Anywho, whew, yeah. So this is my tier list. So, these are my flying types. So, counting the ice type, which I've already done, that makes 6 down. 12 to go. At least I'm skipping ice type. So, my face, and let me just get grass type set up. Excuse me. Alright, I just gotta find the right ones. Yep, this is what I was looking for. Nice. Okay, and every grass type Pokemon. Okay, First things first. Wait, is this in order? Does this have every? No, like, where's Venusaur? Wait, is Venusaur not on here? Or am I missing it? Venusaur's not on here. Oh, wait, nope. Here's Venusaur. Then where's Bulbasaur? Where's Bulbasaur and Ivysaur? Hang on. I can't tell what they're doing to organize this. But I can't find Bulbasaur anywhere. Oh wait, there's Bulbasaur. Then where is Ivy? So there's Ivy. Okay, every grass type Pokemon. At least it's not as bad as the flying types. I gotta take my headphones. I don't know why I'm wearing my headphones. I can't hear my... This is gonna be a headphone-less stream. I don't even know why I'm not. I'm still gonna wear the gloves, but I don't have to wear the headphones. Okay, Ogerpon, S tier. I love Ogerpon. Hisuian Electrode, you are going in B tier because I hate your boss fight. Wormadam, you're A tier. You're chill. I don't hate you as much as most people do. You're chill. Deerling, A tier. I guess this isn't gonna be like by the whole evolutionary line, so I'm just doing it based off of this. So Morlul, B tier. It's cute, but sometimes I forget it exists. Alolan Executor. It's funny. He's funny, therefore he's going in S tier. He also, according to Detective Pikachu, sounds like a stoner. He's just Executor. I love him. I love him. Applin, you're just an apple, but I don't hate you as much as most uncreative Pokemon. You're a B tier. Obamasnow. He is Obama. He is Barack Obama as a Pokemon. A tier. And then your Mega Evolution's in S tier. I just love him. Amoonguss. You were surprisingly good in our Nuzlocke. You're going in S tier because I did not expect him to be so helpful. Gigantamax Flapple. You are in S tier. Nah, A tier. I don't like you as much as most Gigantamax, but I do love your design. Appleton. A tier. He just looked like just a sad little guy, just like carrying. You know what it reminds me of? Trimmings. If you have ever seen Vita Carnis, it reminds me of a trimming. You know, those sad little flesh turtle guys that Matt Pet thinks is cute? That's what it reminds me of. Arceus, they're just getting in. These are just in so much abundance. Bayleaf, honestly, you're a little bit better than most of your line, but no one likes Chikorita. Blossom, cute. Bellsprout, B tier. I'm surprised you don't have more memes. Bounsweet, I like you more than Bellsprout. He's just a bouncing sweet. It's cute. Is this Bramblegast or Bramblin? Either way, it's A tier. I like a tumbleweed. I like a living tumbleweed as a Pokemon. Breloom? Still S tier. I love his design, and I love Poison Heal. Next, what was this one called again? I don't remember all the names for the Paradox Pokemon. Either way, A tier. You are not a Amoonguss. Budew. He's cute. Bulbasaur, S tier. Best Kanto starter. Suck it. Cacnea. I like Cacnea. Hey, Cacnea and Cacturn, they don't get enough love. They're both in A tier. I love Cacnea and Cacturn. Capsakid. Children give me panic attacks in restaurants. You're in B tier. Carnivine. Loved James's Carnivine in the anime. You're in A tier. Cherubim. A tier. Cherubi. A tier. I like... Actually, no, you're B tier. I prefer Cherubi over Cherubim. Chestnut. B tier. If only you had kept Spiky Shield as a signature move. Or done what Greninja did and had another signature move. Chespin, I don't hate as much as the others in the line. You're A tier. Chikorita. We all knew where this was going. Cottonee. B tier. Cradilly. A tier. Dartrix. He's just a fancy bird. He's in A tier. He is a fancy bird. Gigantamax Venusaur. A tier. He's a gigantic bohemian. Hisuian not Dartrix. Hisuian Decidueye. A tier. Regular Decidueye. S tier. This is just, I love regular Decidueye. Oh wait, they have all 4 Deerling. All 4 of them are in A tier. They don't really have their differences until Sawsbuck. Delmise. Honestly, this Pokemon deserves more love. A tier. And then, I don't remember. I don't remember what this one was called in the DLC. The Candy Apple version of Applin. Either way, S tier, not S tier, A tier. I do like you more than a regular. And then Hydrapple is also A tier. I like Hydrapple. Dolliv. A tier. Whatever this grass Pokemon from Sword and Shield is called. If you're that forgettable, C tier. Regular Executor. B tier, he's never going to be the dragon. This is a dragon, by the way. Ferroseed. Honestly, he just looks like he's chilling, but he's bothered a lot by noises, so, you're A tier. Ferrothorn, A tier. Flapple, A tier. A dragon who uses the shell of an apple to fly. I love it. Sorry. Anywho, Florigato. A tier because I've been watching because I'm a subscriber to Zaya VR and I love his videos and I love Flora in that channel. Fomantis. Yeah, Fomantis. The evolved version is Lurantis. Fomantis, B tier. I like it. Fungus, A tier. Actually, you're also an S tier because you're also partially responsible for what is one of my most popular shorts on my channel. Gloom, he's a stoner. A tier. Go-Goat, it's a motorcycle, believe it or not. You're in A tier because you're probably safer than a normal motorcycle. Florigos, I want to say? Oh yeah, Florigos and Eldegoss, I remember your names now. I actually prefer you over your evolved form. Yeah, this is apparently a fully evolved Pokemon, by the way. I prefer Florigos. I like the hair in the back and the flower like a hat. I prefer it. Gourgeist. I like Gourgeist. Grookey. I'm only putting you in A tier because of a meme I saw where it was if you mess with Grookey, you get the Bazooki, and I don't want to take a Bazooki. Or a bazooka to the face. Okay, Grotto. You are A tier. I love the Turtwig line. Grovyle. S tier. This is one of the best middle stage evolutions, hands down. Hoppip. B tier. It's cute but unremarkable. Iron Leaves. You're going in A tier, and you were such a nightmare to fight in your event. But I did get it. Ivysaur. I like Bulbasaur. I'm not that much of a fan of Ivysaur just because it's not that much of a change. The bud changes, he gets a little bigger, gets 4 leaves. That's really it. Jumpluff. I rank higher than Hoppip because I like Jumpluff. Kartana. Mind if I cut in? Leafeon. C tier. No one has ever said their favorite evolution is Leafeon. Leavanny. A tier. I like Leavanny. Lileep. A tier. He's a flower. He's just a happy little flower and a face hugger. Hisuian Lilligant. I actually prefer over regular Lilligant. So there. I just loved its boss fight in Legends Arceus. Lotad. He's hanging around. He's chilling. Ludicolo. He's just happy. Lurantis. I really like Lurantis. Maractus. Forgettable, but I love it. B tier. Rotom Mo. Actually S tier, because I actually used one when I first was playing the original Pokemon Black and White. This thing is surprisingly what kept carrying me through the league. Nuzleaf. I used one when I first played Pokemon Sword. A tier. Like, not Seedot, Nuzleaf. There was just a Nuzleaf in the wild zone, so I caught it. Oddish. Everyone knows the joke. 420 Blaze is the weed Pokemon. It's literally marijuana. The other Ogerpon forms, I'm gonna be honest. B tier? Actually, A tier. I like the concept of it changing forms with the different masks, but I just don't feel as strongly about it as the others. Is the fire mask even here? Not that I can see. No. No, okay. Well, they didn't even care to put the fire mask here. Pansage. You're C tier? Or B tier. Because I like Simisage. And Simisage is the only elemental monkey who I'm in A tier. Because I actually like the hair. I prefer it. It's also the only one that's actually stronger. Paris. You're in D tier for how much of a nuisance you were in Legends Arceus. Parasect is B tier. He's a zombie. He's cool. Petalil. Petalil is in A tier. Same with... this is where I put Cottonee, right? Oh, no, Cottonee was here. Well, I still prefer Petalil over Cottonee. Phantump. Dead Child. A tier. Calyrex. A tier. He's just funny. He's funny to me. Meowscarada, my favorite of the starters in Galar, S tier. I love Meowscarada. Out of all the ways they could have done bipedal Pokemon, Floragato and Meowscarada are the better ways they could have done it. Like, they could have done it in worse ways. These are the best ways they could have done it. Sinistea. Or Sinischa, my bad. You are in A tier because I loved the video that Pokemon put out on you, giving your lore and actually making you a Pokemon that can like kill a person with matcha. Pumpkaboo. A tier. I like Halloween, not as much as Christmas. Christmas is always my favorite holiday, but I like Pumpkaboo. Quilladin. B tier. I don't hate it as much as most people. Kind of feel the same way about it as I do with Chestnut. Like, if only you had kept certain things. Gigantamax Rillaboom. S tier. He is the ultimate drummer. Regular Rillaboom's just A tier. Roselia. A tier. Same with Roserade. A tier. Alright, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to go after this. Rowlet is S tier. He is perfect. The Sawsbuck line. I love this because the horns are even different. I'm going to put these Sawsbuck in A tier and Winter in S because of the white tuft on its chest, the most effort put in. Mega Sceptile, his tail is a Christmas tree. Regular Sceptile, A tier. I prefer Swampert. Scovillain again. Honestly, people complain they could have done worse with their first fire grass type. Seedot, A tier. He's a cute seed guy. Serperior, C tier. Same with Servine. Swaddle's A tier. He's cute. Same with Shaman. Cute. And both Shaman, I mean. Shiftry, I used one in my first sword playthrough, and it was surprisingly strong. And thanks to the move reminder being early, it's even better. I forgot what Morlul's fully evolved form was called. Shiinotic. Shiinotic honestly goes in A tier. I like the alien mushroom form. Shroomish, S tier. Perfect design. Cannot be improved upon. Poltergeist, A tier. Excuse me. I actually prefer it over Sinistea and Poltergeist. Skidoo. He's a cute little goat for kids. You're going with the same tier as Hoppip, B tier, Skiploom. Smoliv, S tier, because if I put him in A tier, he'll cry. Snivy, I actually prefer over Serperior and Servine, so you're going in A tier. Snover, A tier. Sprigatito, S tier, all the way. Meganium, D tier. If only, like, Chikorita's already bad. Bayleaf looks cool, looks a little cute. Meganium is a disappointment. Celebi, A tier. Although I wish you were a fairy type. If you were, I would have put you higher. Lombre. I don't like Lombre as much as Ludicolo and Lotad, so you're going in B tier. Zarude. Honestly, I never saw the movie, but I do kind of like the design. I'm putting it in B tier. Arboliva, A tier. It's so good as a Pokemon design. Steenie, that's your name. Steenie's going in A tier. I like Steenie. Steenie just looks happy to be here too. Like, looks happy to be included. Sunflora. I just like the Sunflora in Mystery Dungeon, so what's going there? Sunkern, pathetic, but looks happy. B tier. Sunny Day, the Sunny Day version of Cherubim. I actually prefer over regular Cherubim. You're going in A tier. Swadloon. It's just, he's an introvert. Just do not talk to him. Give him a show to binge on Netflix, and he is chill. Tangela. You're an A tier. Tangrowth. I have an unusual attraction to this thing. Like, I love this thing. I don't know why. I love Tangrowth, though. You're an S tier. Tabubulu. He destroyed an entire village. Grookey's middle form. I can't remember your name, so you're going in B tier. I hate Toad's Cool and I hate Toad's Cruel. I hate these Pokemon. Well, okay. I like Toad's Cruel a bit more than Toad's Cool. I hate Toad's Cool. Torterra, one of my favorite grass type starters and my favorite Johto starter. I'm starting to like Infernape more by the day, but Torterra will always be my favorite. I love the Turtwig line. And speaking of Turtwig, he's just a happy little turtle guy. Trico, A tier. Trevenant is an A tier. He is an Ent. It is Treebeard the Ent. Maybe you are, and maybe you aren't. The White Wizard will know. Tropius, A tier. Great design for a Hoenn Pokemon. Serena, your name is stupid. You're in B tier. Venusaur, A tier. And Victory Bell, A tier. I like this thing. Vileplume, his hat looks like a fedora, so he looks like he's tipping his hat off to people. So I like Vileplume. Virizion, A tier. Bramblin, A tier. Regular Voltorb. I do like that it follows the same trend as the Voltorb, just being a Pokeball, but it's also just a Pokeball. B tier. And then Weepin' Bell. A tier. Not B tier. It's okay. It's alright. Whimsicott. You're an A tier. And then Wo-Chien. Your meme died really fast. A tier. And there is my favorite grass Pokemon. Alright, my S's, my A's, my B's, C's, and D's. I really like the grass type line. Huh. Okay, I am going to use the bathroom real quick. So here is my cat. And... oh, wrong scene. There I go. I have returned from my bathroom break, and now let me get the next type up, which is Poison. Okay. Just gotta make sure they have everything. You are not everything. Okay. Wait, are you? Hang on, I gotta double check. There's you. Okay, you are there. And then there's you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well, if it's got you. Oh, he's not here. Well, honestly... oh, wait, no, he is. Okay, well, in that case, every Poison-type Pokemon! This one will go by a bit quicker. And everything's here, which is surprising. They even included... this is such an obscure reference, this Kakuna right here. Because in Generation 1, Kakuna used to be a Poison type. He was a Poison type in one game. So, moving on. Galarian Slowpoke. Not Poke. Slowbro. You're A tier, honestly. I like that as just you, but you've got a gun. Muck. You're B tier. You're just a pile of sludge. Now, if you're Galarian form were here, which Galarian Grimer's here, but I do not see Galarian Muck. Too bad. Oh wait, no, he's literally right next to Galarian Grimer. Okay, Wooper, S tier, always S tier. You know, I'm just not realizing. Oh no, in that incomplete water one, Wooper wasn't there. Well, here's an apology. And Cloudsire's going there too. I love Clodsire. Zubat, nuisance. Sneasel, honestly, I like Galarian, Hisui and Sneasel. Eternamax Eternatus. I wish we could have gotten this thing in the original game, but I understand why. It has the highest base stat total of literally anything with 1,000. So you're an S tier out of respect. Dynamax Toxtricity, S tier, fantastic. Skrelp, B tier. He's not cute, but he's not ugly. He's in that middle spot for me. Toxapex, A tier. Surprisingly annoying to deal with in competitive. Plus, he's just kind of cool. For how little he is, he's cool. I forgot your name. The Angry Poison Electric Baby. Either way, you're going in B. Toxel, that's it. I like Toxel's B tier. Grimer, I actually prefer over the normal Mux, so you're A tier, you're S tier, because I had one when I did a personal playthrough of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I named him Rainbow Vomit. And Amoonguss is always S tier. Arbok, A tier. I just wish we had extra forms that gave him extra faces. I just want more Arbok. And then you're B tier just because you're oversaturating the market. Ariados, honestly, not as generic as others. So you're going in A tier, and honestly, you're cute. Spinarak is kind of cute for some reason. Mega Beedrill, S tier, yeah, S tier, not A tier. There's normal Beedrill. But I like the Beedrill line. I like this one because it's really good for some reason in Pokemon Conquest. And then this just goes hard. And then Bellsprout, C tier. Just goes. Badoo, A tier. Bulbasaur, S tier. I guess this isn't really going to be, like, relative. Some things are just going to have their same places. Whatever. Croagunk, A tier. Crobat, S tier. And then you are A tier. Also, I hope the audio is coming out right. I have been adjusting it because I noticed when I looked over a VOD that I was just so loud. So I hope the audio was good. Dustox. B tier. I'm not as much of a fan of Dustox as I am of Beautifly. Ekans is purple floor dump, or whatever that. I don't care. It's C tier. Ekans is the Cobra and Snake spelled backwards. Just whatever. Pheasantipity. I actually like Pheasantipity just because I like that they actually pull the rug out from under us, making us think it's a flying type when it's actually a fairy type. I like it. Amoonguss, or Fungus, S tier. Monkey Dory, Homer Simpson gets B tier. Galarian Weezing on top of the morning to your laddies. He goes in A tier. He needs a chimney sweep. He needs a Pokemon that's a chimney sweep. Garbodor, A tier. He's the result of a natural disaster. I love Gigantamax Garbodor. Regular Garbodor gets A tier out of respect. I like Garbodor. He gets too much hate. Ghastly, A tier. Excuse me. Haunter, A tier. Gengar, A tier. Mega Gengar, S tier. Gigantamax Gengar, S tier. I want someone like Mr. Beast, if you're watching this for some reason, make a house with this as the front and the front door, and this is like the carpet inside. I would love that. And then again, Bohemian. Glimmet? D tier? And I'm not gonna say why. And Glamora? B tier. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Gloom. Stoner. Grafii should not have been the final form. Should have been the middle evolution. I still like it, though. A tier. Grimer? A tier. It's just another Pile Sludge like Muck, but he looks happy compared to Muck, who looks miserable. I'm not even saying their names. And then you're A tier. Because again, it's just Volcarona, just not that original. And then you're the same. This is so obscure. And you're going in A tier because you look like you wear a tie. But it's so obscure because again, in the original Generation 1, Kakuna was a poison type. So this is just so obscure. Either that or it's like a glitch. Either way, I love it. Coughing. A tier. He looks happy to be here. Marini. You just look sad to be here. B tier. I don't like you as much as Toxapex. Mega Venusaur. You're in A tier. I don't like you as much as your Gigantamax form. Naganadel. Kinda hate how long it took for you to evolve in Sun and Moon, but I like your design. You're an A tier. Nidoking. I like it. A tier. Nidoqueen. S tier. Because I use Nidoqueen more than Nidoking. This is what I used Nidorina to fight Whitney. And then Nidoran female. Honestly, I kind of feel the same way with these. Honestly, when it comes to gender differences, these are the ones I don't hate as much. So Nidoran female, Nidoran male, Nidorina, and then where is Nidorino? There you are. Nihilego, a really hard name to pronounce if you don't know how to pronounce it, but there you go. Nihilego, like nihilist. But he plays with Legos. A nihilist who plays with Legos. Nihilego. You're going in A tier. Like, I don't love you enough to put you in S tier, but I love you regardless. Oddish. He's just a weed friend. Okidogi. He's a good boy. Violent boy. Overquill. Best pun for a Pokemon name. Pecharunt. Honestly, I like Pecharunt. Like, it can poison you when it confuses you when it poisons you. I love that. Poipole? Cute name. It's all the Poipole! It's all the Poipole of the community! Galarian Quillfish. B tier. Like, it's a type change, but it's not as... I don't like it as much as Overquill. Varoom. Macargo Varoom. B tier. Although... Oh, wait, no, that's Revavroom. You're A tier. Varoom is B tier. I can't even call him cute. Although I like Revavroom. I like having an engine Pokemon. Roselia, Roserade, A tier. You're a simp. You actually have a good ability. I just don't like the Salazzle that much. Scolipede. Underrated. Seviper. Underrated? Well, not underrated. People do like Seviper. Strudel. C tier. It's okay. Skorupi. You're cute. You got A tier. Stunky. Farts Fire. C tier. Galarian Slowking. He goes in A tier because he keeps getting big brain. Sneasler. A tier. Gets too much hate. Regular Quillfish. C tier. For your Galarian, your Hisuian form. Eternatus. A tier, and I just love the name. Eternatus. Stunky. You're in the same place as him. Tentacool. I like Tentacool. B tier though. Same with Tentacruel. Because your Pokedex entries lie, you do not have 86 tentacles. You have 10 at best. Toxicroak. Wish more was done. We need a regional variant to Toxicroak. Toxtricity. Amped up is better than low amp. Trubbish. B tier. I don't like it as much as Garbodor, but I love him. Either way. Venipede. Kind of the same with Trubbish. Venomoth. Same, although kind of funny that this thing has psychic powers. Venonat. Same. Although it is kind of cool how it has like radar eyes. Venusaur. A tier. Victreebel. A tier. Milady. Weedle. Weepinbell. Weezing. And Whirlipede I actually like. It's just a wheel. And there you have it. This is every poison type Pokemon ranked. Alright, I'm gonna get some chapstick on real quick. Nope. There I go. Okay. And now I will get the next one set up. We have gone through, I think we have done, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're about halfway there. We will be once I pull up electric types. Once I finish electric types. Alright, is this all? No. Is this all? It is all. Wow, I'm really is this really all the electric types? I thought there were more. Well, you can see for yourself. Ranking every electric type Pokemon. I really thought the roster was bigger. Let's get started. Geodude? Alright. Honestly, really good. I don't use trait evolutions. And good. It's a perfect scaling. Alolan Raichu. Amazing. I prefer over Pikachu. Let's see. Ampharos, you are the best. From the House of L'Oreal, because you're worth it. Same with regular. You're both beautiful. You're both perfect. Arctozolts. Honestly, he's got the sniffles, but he's meh. I don't really have Pokemon I have no strong opinions on. I have like an opinion on some, and you are meh. Bellybolt. He is the number one. He is the number one. There's gonna be more in the number one, but number one regardless. Zebstrika. Not Zebstrika, Blitzel. You were good. And then Zebstrika is really good. Boltund is a dog. He goes in best. Charjabug. You're good. Chinchou. Alright. Dedenne. Honestly, really good. Dedenne's cute. Dracozolt. Really good. Electric. Hate the name. Could be better. Electros. Honestly, Really good. I like the 3D model, and I just don't like the Pokemon that much. I wish it had a better move pool. Electabuzz? Really good. I prefer it over Magmar. Electivire. Amazing. I love it. It needs to be electric fighting type, but I love him. Electrike. Honestly, kind of the same issue with Electric, but Electrike came first, so he's alright. Electrode. Meh. It's just a Pokeball. You're going in awful just because I hate your boss fight. Meh. Elekid? Alright. Emolga? Good. Fluffy? Really good. Galvantula! I actually love Galvantula. You're really good. Heliolisk. Could be better. Could have better move pool. Helioptile? Same. Like, it is cute, I will admit, but, well, yeah, it gets cuteness points. Iron Hands. Honestly, I have the same thoughts for a lot of the, like, future Paradox Pokemon. You could be better. Iron Thorns doesn't. He's amazing. He is Godzilla. He is Mecha Godzilla. I don't even watch the Godzilla movies, and I like Godzilla. Jolteon? Could be better. Could have a better move pool. Joltik. Good. Kilowatt? Or is this Wattrel or Kilowattrel? Or that's just Wattrel. Good. Lantern. Honestly, good. Don't really have hate. Luxio. Really good. Luxray, one of my favorite electric types and one of my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon. Amazing. I'd put it at best if it were a dark type. Magnemite. Magneton. Magnezone. I have attachment to this because I used this when playing Black and White 2 a few times. Just because it was really good against Roxanne, and I just really like Magnezone. And then it's also what got me into using Thunder Wave on Pokemon. Mega Manectric. Honestly, I'm putting you in the same as Amazing just because I like them. I wouldn't put it in best or the number one because I wish it looks too similar to a normal Manectric. It's got this Thunderbolt body mane and that's kind of it. Mareep. Number one. Beautiful, beautiful sheep friend. Meh. And meh. That's how I feel about Plusle and Minun. Miraidon. Bike form. Number one. And then fighting form. Number one. I love Miraidon. It's a it's a motorcycle from the future. And it takes this form that's just like, I am better than you. I just love the hands out here. I love him. Burpeko. He can get hangry. And I love that Pokemon actually are using the term hangry. So, you're really good. I like you. This is hangy form. Kind of the same thing. Meh. That's just how I feel about Oricorio. Excuse me. Pachirisu. You're alright. Because you're a Pokemon World Champion. Pamo. Honestly, you're cute. I just hate your other forms. Could be better. Could have been more different looking. Although granted, it could also be bigger, but still. Pichu. Mr. 1%. Mr. 0. Mr. 1%. If it were spiky-eared Pichu, I would put it higher. But you are alright. You are just meh to me. Not awful, just meh, because you're just overused. But you are cute, so I'll give you that. Pincurchin. Alright. Raichu. I put you higher. You are in really good. Not amazing, because I do prefer Surfing Tail Raichu more than regular Raichu. Still. Raikou, one of my favorite legendaries. You are the number one. Regieleki, the fastest Pokemon. You're alright. You're also what Rose could have used to solve the energy crisis. That wasn't really a crisis. Like, Charmander Rose's plan is stupid, okay? It's like, this problem, it's immediate, we gotta solve it now! Like, dude, you just said yourself, it's 1,000 years in the future! We don't have to worry about it now. It's like, we can work on it, but not worry about it. That is no means to cancel the Pokemon League. It's like, screw it, I'm evil, I'm unleashing Armageddon! Just... What's even funnier is that Regieleki could have solved the energy crisis, not the darkest day! And as for them... Alright. Good. Good. Amazing. And this is my favorite Pokemon. Rotom is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Like, I know it's alongside a lot of other the ones. Can this get me a new... No? Well, just pretend there's a tier higher, because I love Rotom the most. Rotom Mosh? Next to Rotom Mo. Sandy Shocks. You're in... meh? Because I don't understand how Magnets could have been a primal Pokemon. Paradox Pokemon confuse me for so many reasons. Shinx is really good. He wears pants. He's a cat that wears pants. I love it. I love him. Stunfisk gets too much hate. He is good. Tadbulb. Good. You're cute. I didn't realize I didn't know he was the one that evolved in Bellibolt, but I had a hunch, so I caught him so I could get Bellibolt. Tapu Koko. Really good. I like the Tapus. Thundurus. Really good. Therian form. Awful. Okay, not awful. You're all right. I don't hate you as much as the others. Hello. Togedemaru? You're good. You're cute. Toxel? Good. Toxtricity. Amazing. Well, high amp form at least. Low amp form, I'll put you in really good. Because otherwise you look like you're gonna shoot me up with an AK-47. Dynamo, I'm gonna put you in awful, and I'm just not gonna elaborate why. Vikavolt. Could be better. I love the design. I wish it were faster. Voltorb. Meh. Watchel? Good. Xurkitree. My favorite of the Ultra Beasts. He's a Christmas tree. I love him. And it's a Corgi. I love dogs, and I love Corgis especially. You were in number 1. Zapdos. Amazing. Zekrom. Really good. And then Zeraora. You are in amazing. And this is every electric type Pokemon ranked. I didn't really have any Pokemon I didn't have a strong opinion on, but there were others I hated. So, there you go. So now, thank you. And now I'm going to go to my face. We are halfway there, by the way. This, I think, is going to end up being my longest stream. We are at 2 hours, 23 minutes. I don't remember what my longest stream was. Oh, wow. I got a lot of notifications. I'll just clear those out real quick. And now I'm going to move on to ranking ground-type Pokemon. Okay. And I gotta make sure ground-type Pokemon. Sometimes they miss out. We made that mistake with water types. So, one moment. And it's taking a while to load all the images, and then once I have all the images, I'll let you know if this is every ground type Pokemon. So far, it doesn't look like it. Well, maybe. Hang on. Well, I hope you've all had a good day so far. I had a nice lunch and I had a hard morning because my cat woke me up at 4 in the morning. All right. Is this all? Let me check. Okay, yeah. So this is every ground type Pokemon. I don't know why they have the white backgrounds on them, but they're there. So, all right. First of all, Chien-Pao, I believe. Honestly, my least favorite of the Ruined Treasures. Iron Treads, I like it. Sandy Shocks, tolerate. So I guess this is like each of these tier lists keeps getting different from most. So then, Great Tusks, I actually prefer Great Tusks. I prefer Pokemon Violet, but I gotta admit Great Tusks is better. Toad's Cruel, I can tolerate. You are the worst. I hate you. You are disgusting. I hate you, Toads. I hate you, Toad's Cool. Ursaluna, you are in my favorites. I like Blood Moon Ursaluna. Runerigus, I love the design. Regular Ursaluna, I like you. I don't love you, but I like you. Sandaconda, love. Silicobra, love. He's a silly little cobra, and he's a sleepy little. He's a sleepy snack. There are snaky snacks, and then there's just eepy snacks. Palossand, I love Palossand. Cinecast, I like. I prefer Palossand. Mudsdale, I love horses. Mudspray, tolerate. Zygarde Perfect Form. This is a final boss in a Final Fantasy game. And then you're a dog. I like dogs. And you're a snake. I'll put you in like. Yeah, just like. It is a cool design, but I prefer the dog and the angel of earthly, correction. Basically. Also, fun fact, Bonnie killed someone with this thing. Diggersby. Tolerate. Just get off the drugs, Bugs Bunny. The absolute worst. I hate this Landorus. Although I like this Landorus. This one's cool. This one can end world hunger. Golurk. Favorite. Golett. Love. He's a cute little robot. He's the Iron Giant. Except not iron. Galarian Stunfisk is a bear trap. Actually, I like Stunfisk, but I love Galarian Stunfisk because he's a bear trap. You take the wrong step, ching! It's just painful. I'm gonna put you in like Galarian Yamask. You're okay. I hate the evolutions just because it's the most randomly specific and niche thing. It involves, getting to a specific HP build and then going under a specific bridge. And that's how you evolve it into Runerigus. Crocodile, I love. Crocorock, love. Sandile, love. This is a great line. It cannot be perfected upon. It's like, cute little crocodile, cool little guy, dope crocodile. Seismitoad, honestly, I love Seismitoad. Palpitoad is funny. He just looks like, hey guys, what's up? Excadrill, love it. Drillbur, love it. He's cute. Mamoswine, love it. Gliscor, I'm Batman. Rhyperior is one of my favorites. When I was younger, I had... sorry, I'm very tired right now. But when I was younger, I did the Battle Factory a lot, and I always used Rhyperior in his Rock Wrecker. Hippowdon, love. Hippopotas, I like how... I don't love it, but I like the name. Hippopotas. Mega Garchomp, Honestly, hate it because it was unnecessary. It's cool, but unnecessary. Regular Garchomp, though. Favorites. Gabite, love. Gibble, love. Gastrodon, love. Although, unfortunately, there is no Shellos, so I cannot put it in favorites. Excuse me. Wormadam. He looks like pizza. Dusty pizza, but pizza. Torterra, one of my favorite starters. Primal Groudon. Peak. And then I love Groudon, but Primal Groudon is just peak. Claydol, I like. Baltoy, I like. Whiscash, love. Barboach, like. Flagon, love. Vibrava, like. Trapinch, love. He's just cute, he's happy. And Flagon is just dope. Mega Camerupt, love it. Regular Camerupt, just like. Same with Numble. Nincada, I like it. Mega Swampert, Anchor Arms. And I feel the same with a regular Swampert. I just like the Swampert line. Although, unfortunately, Marshtomp isn't here. Although, I did put him in S tier in the water type tier list. So, there you go. Pupitar, I love. He's a mask. I like it. Regular Larvitar, love it. And regular Tyranitar is not here. Oh. Oh, right, because he's a rock dark type. So, you'll see my opinion on him and rock types. Donphan, I like it. Not as much as his Great Tusk form, but I like it. But the same as I do Iron Treads. Phanpy, I like. He's cute. But, like, not enough to put in love. Piloswine, I love him. He needs a comb. He needs a comb to pull back his hair. And I just love him in the anime as well. Don's Piloswine, he was just the laziest. Godsire, favorites. In fact, let me just get them out of the way. Wooper, all versions of Wooper, I love. And I especially love Quadsire. Quadsire. That's when you have four Quagsire attacking you at once. That's the Quadsire. Either way, I love them all, and he's just happy to be here. Like, hey guys, I love him. I actually love this. It's a rail cannon. That's incredible. And like the Alolan Geodudes. And as for them, honestly, he's just a rock. Another rock. A rock. I like them, but I don't hate. I don't love them, but I don't just tolerate or hate them. And they get too much hate. I love Alolan Dugtrio and I like Diglett. Just the 3 hairs isn't enough, but I like the hair on them. Alright. And then Mega Steelix. I love it. I love regular Steelix. Love Mega Steelix. And you. I tolerate. You. I actually like Rhydon. And Rhyhorn. Cubone and Marowak, the paradox always confuses me. So I'm gonna go... I just like them. I like the look, but I don't love them. And then Onix, love it. Regular Dugtrio, tolerate. It's just, honestly, too many jokes. It's just not that interesting anymore. And then I like Nidoking, but I love Nidoqueen. Because I used one more than a Nidoking, because I needed something to answer for Whitney's Miltank. And then I don't know why, but I have an unusual favoritism for Sandslash. And I love Sandshrew. I don't know why, I just do. I love Sandslash. Well, okay, I do know why, because I don't know why I'm going away while I'm telling a story. But when I was younger and I was doing a playthrough of Black and White 2, I was like, I should get a rock Pokemon to help with Elise's gym, but I should make sure it has Rock Tomb so that I have something to answer for Emolga. So then I find a Sandshrew, and it had Rock Tomb upon level up, or not level up, just upon catch. So I used it. I loved it. And then I used it so much that my Servine didn't evolve into Superior until after the Zinzalin double battle with your rival. So I love just the Sandslash line for some reason. So I even boxed my Superior when I got Sandslash. I love Sandslash. Wait, I don't have to do this anymore. I'm getting tired, if you couldn't tell. Alright. Moving on, we actually do have a separate, we have like 8 types left. Oh, great. Moving on, psychic types. I just gotta make sure I get the right one first. Because not all tier lists have all Pokemon. So I have to make sure. And oh my gosh. Are there really this many psychic type? Oh. Oh no. And it is caught up. So, every psychic type. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a good stream idea. It's definitely going to be a long one. I think this is longer than one of my Astral Chain streams. But, regardless, let's go. Alright, first, Alolan Raichu, like I've said, A tier. Abra, B tier. Kadabra, A tier, because I like his Pokedex entry about how it used to be a Pokemon. Alakazam, A tier. Mega Alakazam, S tier. He can eat all you can eat ice. You take him to an all you can eat ice cream place, he will have all you can eat. And he's a Vanillish's worst nightmare. Alright, Galarian Ponyta, I actually like more than a normal Ponyta. Same with Rapidash. Like, so much so I'd actually put that in S tier. I love this beautiful mane, the unicorn look. And this is just cute. It also kind of helps that I have... well, I don't know if a new season has shown up of Daily Life of the Immortal King, but I saw the unicorn episodes. I loved them. Regular Slowpoke and Galarian Slowpoke both go in S tier. They're just happy little guys. Mega Slowbro just looks like he's in pain. He's going in B tier. Out of all ways they could have done a Mega Slowbro. Really? Really? Just really? Galarian Slowbro's cool. He's got a gun. Regular Slowbro's cool too. He's just happy to be here. Drowsy wears mud pants, which is disgusting. You're going in D tier. Regular Hypno kidnaps children. Actually, no, they're both absolutely just pedophiles. Put them in F tier and arrest them. Execute. He's eggs. They get D tier. Executor. Like, I'm not putting him in F tier, but I'm not C tier either. That'll go to Executor. Starmie. A tier for a Starmie. I like Starmie's look. Mr. Rhyme. And not that change from Mr. Mime. B tier. Same with the normal Mr. Mime. Don't let him around your kids. Jinx. No. Not Mega Articuno. Hisuian Articuno. S tier. It's Cyclops. I am okay with Mega Mewtwo X. Mega Mewtwo Y, on the other hand, is cooler. Same with Mewtwo, and I'll put Mew in A. Mewtwo and Mega Mewtwo Y are cooler, and then Mew is cute. And then Xatu, just ignore them, Scott. B tier. That's Natu. Xatu's A tier. Espeon, A tier. He's a hairless cat, and I like videos about hairless cats just because they have no brain cells whatsoever. Galarian Slowking, A tier. Gets big. Same with regular Slowking. I prefer Slowking over Slowbro. I love the Slowpoke line, but I prefer Slowking over Slowbro solely because of the Pokedex entry that states that the more the poison goes into their head, the smarter and smarter they become. So, essentially, he may be dying technically, although I think the poison's harmless. But either way, he's one of the only Pokemon that's confirmed to be able to talk, so that's cool. Unown? And yes, it is apparently, according to the 3DS talking Pokedex, it is Unown. Not unknown, Unown. And just for that, you're going in D tier. I like the different letters, but you're D tier just for that pronunciation. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, you're going in S tier. You may be a Nuzlocke Nightmare, but you're a great Pokemon regardless. Farigiraf. B tier. A tier. Palindrome. I forgot what I've been saying in normal. Because I'm getting very tired. Smooch. No. Lugia should have been a water type, not a psychic type. I don't even count you. All these Pokemon are just Pokemon that just disgust me. Celebi. A tier. I like Celebi. Ralts. B tier. It's cute. Kirlia, kind of the same. Alright, I feel like I'm about to expose myself a bit, but I actually prefer regular Gardevoir over Mega Gardevoir. I know that's weird. I don't know. I think it's just I like this sleek design more than the giant wedding dress, which is weird because I like wedding dresses. I think they can bring out a woman's beauty, but I just don't like this. I don't know why. Actually, that would make me sound like a hypocrite. Nah, I'm sticking with my opinion. Metatite, B. Same with Metacham and Mega Metacham. Spoink, I like. Even though it's kind of sad that the moment it stops bouncing, it dies. Grumpig, Lunatone and Solrock, kind of the same. Like C tier, C tier. Claydol and Baltoy, I actually kind of like. So, they're both in B tier. Chimico, meh. C tier. Is Chingling here as well? Yep, there's Chingling. C tier. They're just okay Pokemon. Why not? Kind of the same, but I like it a bit more. So you're in B tier. Beldum. Oh yeah, the Beldum line. A tier. A tier. A tier. S tier. Great Mega Evolution. Hang on, I gotta keep adjusting my HUD. Because YouTube keeps saying we're having issues with streaming. And it's like it's not something I can easily fix because I live in the mountains. I'm gonna say I hate the Mega Lattes just because you cannot tell them apart. Although I like the regular Lattes. Like, both of them kind of equally. They're both in A tier. I hate their Megas, though. They also should never have been Mega, and they should never have been given to the player. Like, they're already powerful as is with Soul Dew. They did not need a Mega Evolution. Jirachi's B tier. Jirachi's alright. The Deoxys line. They're all in A tier. With the exception of, like, Speed. I think it's just because the single tentacle. It looks weird. Oh, nah. Yeah, they're all A tier. I love Deoxys. Bronzor? A tier. Bronzong? A tier as well. He's a bell. Mr. Mime? Or, not Mr. Mime. Mime Jr.? I actually don't hate as much as Mr. Mime. You're in A tier. I just realized I put him in B tier, but I think that's actually appropriate. So I want to put him a little above. So here's A tier. Mega Gallade, S tier. And regular Gallade is A tier. Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit. So here's how I'm going to do it. A tier. A tier. F tier for making me chase you around the Sinnoh and Unova regions. Well, I mean, they all did, but they all had me go around to different parts of Unova. But still, you're in F tier for what you made me do in Sinnoh. Cresselia, you're in D tier. I don't like your signature move. Especially in Mystery Dungeon. Victini, A tier. It's cute. Muna, A tier. Misharna, also A tier. I like the Muna line. Same with the Woobat line. I guess I'm just a Gen 5 kid. And then you are in S tier because I love using Sigilif. Gothita, Gothita, Gothita. Do I put him in S tier just to piss off Pokemon challenges? Oh, I don't even know if he would watch this. Still, honestly, B tier for these two, and then A tier for Gothitelle, because I do like the line, just not that much. Solosis line, B tier, B tier, A tier, kind of the same. It's like, I like them, I prefer the final evolved form. Elgame and Beheem are in A tier, because I like these Pokemon based off of Area 51 aliens. Hisuian Braviary, I said it in flying types, I'm seeing it here, S tier. Meloetta, A tier. Delphox, A tier. Esper, it looks like he's going to tell me how I die in the most excruciating way possible. A tier. And then, honestly, when it comes to... These are the gender differences I don't hate. They're in A tier as well. I like Meowstic. Inkay, Malamar. I hate Inkay because I tried for so long to evolve it on the Switch, and for some reason it was not registering, being turned upside down sometimes. You are in F tier. Malamar, you're in A tier. I like Malamar. Hoopa, I don't hate Hoopa as much as most people did because of the movie. They're both in A tier. Well, specifically, you're in S tier. You're in A tier. Like, Hoopa Bound versus Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Unbound is cooler. Oricorio, I have the same feeling with all of them. D tier. Oranguru, A tier. Bruxish? Throat's getting sore. So you're in C tier, Bruxish. Tapus are all cool. I actually, especially you, I do like Tapu Lele, so A tier. Then Cosmog, B tier. Cosmoem, B tier. Just wish they had attacking moves. Solgaleo and Lunala, A tier. Excuse me, A tier. S tier. S tier. Duskwing and Duskmane are really cool. And then Necrozma is in A tier. Ultra Necrozma, S tier. When I first saw this as a kid, I was blown away. I think... Is this Blipbug? Or was... No, this is the middle stage. I don't remember your name, though. And just for that, you're B tier. You're cute. Orbeetle, A tier, because I did use one once. Meh. And then Gigantamax Orbeetle, take me to your leader. And then subscribe to Grandmaster Scott. Then Hatena, A tier. Hatchram, A tier. Honestly, I'm just kind of like A tier for the whole Hatterene line. Even the Gigantamax, I just wish it was more. Mr. Rhyme. Oh, he just looks like he looks like the guy who probably created Good Heavens, or Thank Goodness You're Here. You're an A tier. I prefer you more than Mr. Mime in Mr. Rhyme. Mr. Mime Galarian. I like Mr. Rhyme. He's just like top of the modern to ya. Well, that's... I don't know why I was trying to do Irish and British. I don't know. I'm tired. It's a long stream. The Indeedis, C tier. I don't really care much about them. Calyrex is A tier with that noggin. And then Rider Calyrex with Spectrier and Glastrier are both S tier. I love them. I'll love them both. Wordier is A tier. It was finally a good upgrade for Stantler. Armarouge, B tier. I don't love it as much just because I hate its armor cannon signature move. Rabska's A tier, because I also used one. Flittle is A tier. Same with the Spathra. Because I used the Spathra without knowing what Flittle evolved into. Like, I just liked Flittle because it looked really cute. And then Espathra, I just grew to love so much. And then Veluza is Volton Veluza. You're going in S tier, Volton Veluza. Volton Veluza. Farigiraf, A tier. And Screamtail is just every... This is either every Jigglypuff main in Smash, or everyone who's fought a Jigglypuff main in Smash. Either way, A tier. I like Screamtail. And there you have it. This is every Psychic type ranked. I noticed that I kind of hate most Psychic types more than I hate the other Pokemon. Interesting. Regardless, allow me to go to my face. And I will get to the next next tier list. I feel like this one's going to be a bit redundant because it's rock types and there are just as many, and so many rock types share with so many ground types. But at the same time, I've been going for so long, I've probably forgotten what it was. So I'm just going to, so let's do it. What's stream health looking like, by the way? Okay. Okay, this is every rock type Pokemon. Ooh. Oh, okay. And now, every rock Pokemon. Okay, first of all, Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Arcanine, A tier. This is just so cool, and this is just so cute. Geodude, C tier. Like, just, I feel the same way about the Geodude lines. Just C tier, C tier, C tier, C tier, B tier, A tier. Like, it's better. Like, these two are better than their pre-evolutions. Regular Golem's cool. Alolan Golem is just the best of them. Onix, A tier. Giant rock snake. Rhyhorn. And like... Is there also gender differences on these? Wow. Anywho, Rhydon, because this thing can learn Surf and Thunderbolt, which is just hilarious. Ammonite, just to stymie the Lord Helix people as a Christian, D tier. And then I already don't like Amistar that much, D tier. Kabuto, and to really stymie them, S tier. I'm kidding, it's A tier. I don't feel that... Well, actually, I do prefer Kabuto over Kabutops. I like these little eyes that poke out. They're really creepy. And then I like Kabutops. Aerodactyl is on a S tier, though. And same with Mega Aerodactyl. Even with all the pain Aerodactyl's in when it Mega Evolves, I still love him. Sudowoodo, A tier. A tier. Shuckle, yeah. A tier. Only because of Dorkly. Dorkly made me love Shuckle. Like, hey, yeah, Shuckle. Makar, go fast. You're in B tier. Corsola, B tier. Larvitar, A tier. Pupitar, A tier. Tyranitar, S tier. Mega Tyranitar, S tier. This is just so good. Nose pass? B tier. It's okay. It's alright. Oh god, the Miniors are back. I'm gonna repeat myself. Aeron. A tier. Lairon, A tier. Aggron, S tier. I don't love it more than Tyranitar, but I do love it. Lunatone, C tier. Same with Solrock. I wish that there was more done with them. Lileep, A tier. Same with Cradily. I'm sorry. The moment I thought Solrock was Lunatone, I immediately flashed back to that episode of the Hoenn anime. Pikachu, use Thunder on yourself and Swallow. Thunder Armor attack. Just no. Anorith and its evolution, Armaldo. Actually, I like Armaldo more than Anorith. Relicanth. I don't know why there's any you're B tier. Regirock. Only because of Purple Cliff, you're in S tier. Just Right. Cranidos. What? I'm sorry. Hey, where I live. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, good. Just, did that mess up like time at all? Nope, we've been going for 3 hours. And there are still 6 types to get through after this. Let's just keep going. Roggenrola line. B tier, B tier, A tier. I like Roggenrola. Dwebble and Crustle, I actually love. They're an A tier. Tirtoga? Tirtoga and Caracosta, B tier. I prefer Archeon and Archeops over them. I don't know why, I just do. Terrakion, A tier. Incredible Pokemon. Binacle and Barbaracle. Binacle is going to be in B tier. Barbaracle's in A tier. This thing's just dope. Tyrant and Tyrantrum. A tier and A tier. Amora and Aurorus are B tier. I don't know why these were Grant's ace Pokemon in X and Y. Those were weird games. Cobalt. Or was that? I don't remember your name. You're in C tier. You're cute. I just wish more was done with you involving Diancie. Like maybe you evolve into Diancie. I just wish there was more. And that's why I'm also putting you here. Except this Diancie. I like Mega Diancie. That's an A. And Avalugg, Hisuian, S tier. Rockruff is a dog. You are in A tier. Lycanroc, Wolf, A tier. This is Edgy Wolf, A tier. And then, I don't care what people say, I prefer this one. I like the orange. Savali, B tier. Same with Arcus. Minior, I feel the same way. Hate your loot box life, and I like the colors. I remember as a kid, I saw a meme about Minior, like, have you seen Mega Minior? And it's just a gigantic asteroid. It was cool. I like the colors. Hate how you can't tell it's a shiny or what color it is with this. I hate it. Okay, Nihilego, A tier. Stakataka. This is Donald Trump's favorite Pokemon right here. It goes in A tier. Gigantamax Dreadnought. You are in S tier, for he is not only turtly enough for the Turtle Club, he is the founder of the Turtle Club. I need to see how many people understood Son of the Mask. Dreadnought, you're A tier. I loved using one in my first Pokemon Sword playthrough. The Roly-Poly line, I feel the same way. It's, I actually don't remember what I put them in, and it's fire. Whatever, B tier, B tier, A tier, A tier, because it's literally just the same thing. I forgot your name. The Stonehenge Pokemon, but you're that forgettable. You're going in C tier for being based off of Stonehenge, and that's what's keeping you out of getting in D tier. Kleavor is A tier. This is great. I have to rank them appropriately because we used the Nocli line in the Nuzlocke, which is why they're all going in A, with the exception of Garganacl, who is in C. This thing was a G carrying us for so long. Cloth, I wish they did more with him, but I love him. Same with Glimmet. I'm not explaining why I'm putting Glimmet in D, and you're alright. I just wish more was done with you. Iron Thorns, A tier, is Mecha Godzilla. Ogerpon Rock Form, A tier. And not Iron Valiant, not Iron Rock, whatever, the Terrakion form, A tier. Oh, some of these I really just do not remember. I am getting old and forgetting Pokemon names. Whatever. These are all the rock type Pokemon ranked. Oh, right. Oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah. But I'm not stopping now because there are 6 left. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put on music. Hang on. I'm going to listen to some Skillet to help myself out a bit. The final 6 stretch. That'll help. Okay, moving on. Moving on to bug types, because I already did ice types. You can see that VOD if you want to. I'm not doing this one. Because that was both every bug Pokemon and every shiny bug Pokemon. Like, no. The stream's going on so long. Okay, here. Also, sorry if I yell, these are noise canceling. Actually, I don't think I can set these to ambient. Whatever. Every bug Pokemon. Caterpie? C tier. It's just a caterpillar. Metapod? B tier. Is a little bit better. Butterfree? A tier for making children cry. And Butterfree Gigantamax? S tier for being a gigantic butterfly. Weedle? C tier. This is the same one. C tier, C tier, A tier, S tier. I had the same opinion. Paris, a nuisance in Legends. Parasect, B tier for being controlled. You're C tier, you're just okay. Same with Venomoth. Scyther's cool. Scyther is cool. Scizor is cool. Although, fun fact, they have the same base stat total. And then Mega Scizor. Pinsir and Mega Pinsir, kind of the same. I love them still. C tier. C tier. B tier because you're cute. And A tier because you're... because it was one of the more unique. Oh, thanks for whoever left that like. Pineco. Honestly, I like these guys because because these guys can explode in Ranger games. And Fortress is kind of the same. Shekel. Heracross, I love the Heracross line. Mega Heracross. So far, it's just the unique forms. Wurmple. B tier, I just have a bit more nostalgia. Is this Cascoon or is this Cascoon? Well, just for that, you're going in D tier. And then A tier, Beautifly, B tier, Dustox. Surskit? I like, because it's based off of a bug that cannot break surface tension of water. It's really cool. Same with Masquerain. I like the Surskit line. Nincada? Dollarate? Ninjask? Love it. Shedinja? Love it more. Volbeat Nidomise. Forgettable, worthless, pathetic, and a waste of tail glow. Anorith? B. Armaldo? A. Cricketune. I love their cry, and then of course, the ever iconic Della 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 Whoop! Love Cricketune. Then the Burmese. C tier, because it's so hard to find Burmy, and that enraged me so much when I was finding them. The Wormadams I like a bit more. Like, you're in B tier. You're in A tier because you look like pizza, kind of. Like a dusty pizza, so I don't hate it as much. Motham's here as well. Like, and then A tier. A tier. Worthless. Like, they couldn't even they could have made it like involved to a Soldier Bee or something. Like a bee Pokemon that protects Vespiquen. Instead, it's worthless. Skorupi is A tier. Same with... Oh, right, Drapion's not a bug type. Well, Drapion would have been here, but he was a poison dark type. Yanmega, S tier. B tier. A tier. I'm going to do a bit of a lightning round. We got so much to go through. A tier. A tier. A tier. A tier. Actually, B tier. You're A tier, though. A tier. B tier. B tier, too slow. A tier. A tier. B tier. A tier. He's a ninja. Durant. D tier. Larvesta and Volcarona. A tier. The Genesects. They put even all the different drivers. Either way, they're A tier. Scatterbug and Spupa line. Oh, great. I'm just gonna put them based on which patterns I like. Some of them I just cannot care about the designs of. Why did bug Pokemon have to have so many variants? Same with... Well, flying types seem to have that issue too. As for the Grubbin line. Cute. Cute. I like it. I just wish it were faster. And then, Cutiefly. Actually, I like these Pokemon. I do. I was gonna say something negative. I love them. Dewpider and Araquanid. Love the names. They're in A tier. Wimpod, loser. Gallicipod, Chad. And then you go there. I like unrealistic body standards for women. Blitbug. He's the actually. Same with you. I like you. I love it's a UFO. Sizzlipede. It's Sizzlipede and Centiscorch. So yeah, Sizzlipede, he's here. Centiscorch, cool. Gigantamax Centiscorch. This is great. Fantastic. Snum and Frostmoth both go up here. Cleavor, A tier. Tarantula, A tier. Kinda cute. And I know this is gonna be unpopular. Spidops. This thing was one of my first shinies in Pokemon Scarlet. This is what I used in the Nuzlocke. And this thing one-shot one of Sada's Pokemon. I love him. I love Corn. I don't actually like Corn the food, but I love Corn the Spidops. Nimble? Eh, B tier. Lowcakes is S tier. This was Denji, and Denji had to give his life so that we could beat the Cascarafa gym in Kofu. You roll Boop. I don't hate as much as other people do. And I love Rabska. And Slitherwing goes here. And that is all. Wait, is this looping? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, and this is all bug types. Like, why is it not scrolling? Because I'm on the wrong window. And now, 5 left. Oh, great. It's getting sweaty. There I go. All right. Are they even Well, this is literally the only one I could find here. It's not even, like, the full. Are you sure there wasn't more? Really? You put in Dragon-type Pokemon into Tier Maker, and most of it's Dragon Ball. Well, it's incomplete, but here is every Dragon-type Pokemon. I am sorry. It's Water-type all over again. Well, this time I did check, and there weren't any others. Alright, well, first of all, he gave me a laugh before, S tier. Dratini, A tier. Dragonair, S tier. Dragonite, B tier. I like him, I just wish they weren't related. Kingdra, B tier, just because I hated you with Claire. When I see Kingdra, I think Claire, and I think of how much of a brat she is. Trapinch, A tier. Vibrava, B tier. Flygon, S tier. Sorry about that. Bagon, B tier. Shelgon, he is a sphere. Salamence, Croissant. I like the Lattes. Hate the Megas. Love Rayquaza. Love Mega Rayquaza. Gibble. Gabite. Garchomp. Mega Garchomp. Dialga. Palkia, but at the same time, Giratina. But wait. Origin form Giratina. This is just clean AF. And you go B tier. Axew, cute. A tier. Fracture, A tier. Haxorus, A tier as well. Dragon gets C tier just because it has nothing going for it. The Dino line gained A tier though. With the exception of Hydreigon. He's S tier. He's the coolest. Reshiram and Zekrom get the same place. Kyurem gets higher. Because I really just love Kyurem. And then you get A tier. You'll get higher than C tier when you learn Ice Punch. A tier. Because I do like Dragalge. Like Dragon Algae. I don't think anyone would have thought that. Gumi? Gumi's cute. Sliggoo's cute. And Goodra's surprisingly horrifying. Noibat here. Noivern here as well. Zygarde? He's a snake. Zygarde dog? He's a dog. And that this is just the Final Fantasy boss. Then you're the... Then you go here. Hey, is he here? No? Hey, look. Would you look at that? We don't have Arceus here. Arceus, whatever. Jangmo, Hakamo, Como, Guzzlord, Nightmare Fuel, and I love it. Naganadel, and basically the whole Applin line. Although Hydrapple's not here. Oh, the Arctozolt lines are here. Duraludon, A tier. G-Max Duraludon, S tier. For he is just a gigantic tower. I love that. Dreepy, Dracloak, and Dragapult. Eternatus, Eternamax Eternatus, and Regidrago. I feel a sneeze coming, huh? Who knows? Sorry about that. This is all the dragon types. Oh, would you like to go out, Maisie? Hang on a sec. Would you like to go out? No? Oh, yes. Alright, my cat is stepping out for a bit. Until then, let me get one of the last 4 on. Excuse. Well, unfortunately, you are not caught up. Okay, this is caught up. I forgot that was a ghost type. Well, every ghost type Pokemon. Oh my god, I just noticed. Cubone and the Mankeys are counted as ghost types because they have an evolution that's a ghost type. Same with Cyndaquil. That's funny. Although, for the sake of fairness, I will put anything that's not a ghost type in F tier, because that's not a ghost type. Because unfortunately, I can't just add a tier. Yeah, kind of sucks, but oh well. Nah, I'll just rank them normal. Just regularly. So, C tier, A tier, S tier. I'm doing this in kind of a lightning because this stream has been going on for so long and I am getting so tired. A tier, A tier, A tier, S tier, and D tier. Hate the paradox. S tier. Love Marowak like that. And then Cyndaquil, B tier. Actually, no. He's cuter. B tier is for Quilava. And Hisuian Typhlosion. Mr. Fizz is cute. And I like Miss Mackey. It's kind of the same level. Shedinja, I love. Sableye gets B tier. He's a little gremlin. But this is the king of the little gremlins. Sorry, I'm listening to music. I'm just really into it. Shuppet, A tier. Bennett, A tier. Mega S tier. Ghost types are one of my favorite types, I should also clarify. The very few I don't like. Dusclops. B tier. Duskull, B tier. Dusclops, B tier. Dusknoir, A tier. This just goes so hard. Drifloon and Drifblim, just because I want to show these Pokemon more love. And I do like love the Drifloon line. Very tired. And there's Spiritomb. Snorunt. He's just a cold little guy. And I feel the same about Glalie and Froslass. I'm glad there is no Mega Glalie here. And then... Oh. Wait, is this just looping? Hang on, I gotta check something with my playlist. Oh, this is not my... Okay, hang on. No. That's better. I was on the wrong playlist. Okay. So, Rotom, S tier. And then Microwave, A tier. You're A tier. A tier. Redundant. A tier. Love them. Giratina, A tier. Origin form Giratina is S tier. Clean. And then just because you're used too much, you're going in C tier. For repetition. Yamask goes here. This Yamask goes here, though. I prefer the mask. Cofagrigus. Fun fact, you cannot trade this thing over the GS system with GTS without giving it a nickname. Its name is inappropriate. Runerigus goes here. Zorua and Zoroark. S tier. Love them. Frillish goes in A tier. And then this is Mr. Pringles. The Litwick line are all in A tier, with the exception of Chandelure, S tier. I think Ghost type may be one of my favorite, my favorite type. Golett. Golurk. And the Honedge line, he's a sword. He's two swords. He's a sword with a shield. And here's a sword holding a shield. Phantump and Trevenant. And I'm just now realizing, I forgot that the Pumpkaboo line had different sizes. So, A tier list. A tier line. Like, that A tier list, you let me know if you agree with any of these or not in the VOD's comment section. Regular Hoopa, B tier. Hoopa Unbound, S tier. Rowlet, S tier. Dartrix, A tier. Decidueye, S tier. This Oricorio I actually like more than the others, so you're an A tier. You're B tier. You're A tier. You are S tier. Suck it, Pikachu. Dhelmise. Oh, right, because Lunala is a psychic ghost type. Okay. Well, same thought. Learn an attacking move, then we'll talk. A tier, A tier, and S tier. Oil up. I have no oil, but hello. Marshadow. No. He's a cup of tea. He's a pot of tea. Corsola and Cursula both go in A tier. Can I get a shout out? Yeah, shout out to Oran. Actually, hang on. I'll do this in a more respectful way. Shout out to Oran Junker, because he asked for one. You're welcome. Oran, like the berry. The GP line are all A tier. Spectrier, first, just in B tier. Ryder Calyrex, A is in S tier. Thanks, gonna sub. Thank you. Also, we are almost done with these tier lists. White Stripe Basculin, D tier. The Basculin line's very just. What's your opinion on Litten? A tier. Once the stream is over, you can look back at the mod. Not mod, the VOD. I'm very tired. Also, these are both in A tier. A tier because they are S tier because they're growing on me. Crocolore, A tier. I like his little sombrero. Skeledirge, just because this thing carried in the Nuzlocke. You can check out the Nuzlocke. It has its own playlist. Charcadet, A tier. Armarouge, B tier. Cerulege, S tier. Bramblin and Bramblegast, A tier. What's your personal favorite Pokemon? Rotom. Just base Rotom. I like Rotom Mo, but Rotom is my favorite Pokemon. Then... Actually, no. The Ghost Dogs deserve higher. And then, Mr. Viss's Primal, I forgot what it was called, but it gets an A tier. It is just the same, but I like him more. I like him, not more, but just as much. Gimmighoul Chest, A tier. Gimmighoul Roaming, B tier. These things are so hard to find. Goldengo, String Cheese Man, with a terrible shiny. Favorites Garchomp? I love Garchomp too. Hate the Mega because it was unnecessary. And useless. Like, it's weaker than a normal Garchomp. Sinistra, Poltergeist, A tier. Pecharunt, A tier. And... this is my tier list. I think this shows that ghost types are my favorite because I do not... More specifically, Cynthia's? Yeah, that's true. I think this shows that ghost types are my favorite, but this is my tier list for ghost types. Alright, we are almost done. Hang on, I am getting sweaty from just sitting here. Just doing nothing but talking. Also, this room I'm in just gets hot so much. Anywho, let me face scene so I can bring up the dark types. Now I want to find one that specifically has all rich... That's not all Pokemon. That's not all current Pokemon, at least. Are you? It's so weird what list maker or what tier maker gives you whenever you put in a certain word, because it's never the full list. It's weird. Anywho, every dark type Pokemon. First of all, Rattata and Raticate I actually prefer over regular Rattata and Raticate. I prefer their Alolan forms. So, B tier. He's got chubby little cheeks. And then B tier and B tier. I'm just not that much of a fan of this Meowth in Persian. This Grimer, A tier. This Muck, S tier. I like this one. S tier Mega Evolution. S tier Regional Variant. A tier. I like Umbreon. I just honestly think it's overhyped. But I understand the overhype. At least more than Charizard. And then Murkrow here. Okay, a little lag. C tier. I like it a bit more than normal. Is the normal versions. Sneasel. B tier. Houndour. Houndoom. Mega Houndoom. If it had a different ability, I wouldn't say that. S tier. A tier. Just because of MNG TV. A tier. A tier. A tier, like the Tengu. S tier. B tier. He's a gremlin, but he's king of the gremlins. He's lower. Carvana. B tier. Sharpedo. A tier. Mega Sharpedo. He's just look at the schnoz on that guy. Absol. A tier. Mega Absol. S tier. Angel of Destruction and Death and just foreboding. Love it. Honchkrow, A tier. Stunky, D tier. Stuntank, D tier. Spiritomb is S tier. Jarpion, A tier. A tier. S tier. A tier. Honestly, just B tier for Purloin and Liepard. A tier for the Crocodile line. A tier for a Scraggy line. I like Zoro and Zoroark. I prefer the Hisuian versions. So, A tier. A tier. A tier. Is King Gambit? Because he's S tier. You're wearing a diaper. You're wearing a bone skirt. So it's kind of cool. A tier. A tier. S tier. And then is this tier on its own? Ash Greninja. Gotta stretch my arm out. Thankfully, there's only 2 types left after this. Pangoro, A tier. Inkay, F tier. It's so hard to evolve sometimes, because sometimes the switch does not register upside down. Although I like Malamar. Yveltal. Hoopa Unbound. Incineroar. Hate this thing's flamethrower animation. Guzzlord. Nickit and Thievul. Honestly, I like Nickit and Thievul. They get A tier. I like that. I never use them, but I love their design. Then Gremlin. Teenage Angst Gremlin. Super muscular Gremlin. Gremlin King. Gremlin God. This is a JoJo stand. Also, Gigantamax Dreamstyle, just a JoJo stand. And then Obstacoon, A tier. Not weirdly glitched. Morpeko and Morpeko's forms, they get A tier. I like them. Strong Form Urshifu, A tier, because Dark Fighting, not that good of a type. Although the Gigantamax is incredible. Zarude, I never saw the movie, so I don't really know much about it. So you get B tier. Overquill. I love the name. Masquerada. Love the evolution. And I love, mostly because I love Persona. And I love Chainsaw Man. So there's Denji. I agree with both the Pokemon you put in F. Thank you. Mastiff, you get A, and Mabostiff is S tier. This thing, I loved Arvin's storyline with Mabostiff, and I almost broke into tears when this thing picked up the Pokeball in its mouth. I loved that. Bombardier, A tier. I always forget. Wild Brute Bonnet, that's it. Alright, you're A tier. F tier because it's just Hydreigon. I like Hydreigon, but unoriginal. Wochian, the meme has kind of died out, but I still like Wochian. And then this is my favorite of the Ruined Treasures. Same with Chi-Yu. Fun fact, Chi-Yu is the Chinese god of war. And then I like you. And then I love Roaring Moon. And that is all dark types ranked. Okay, just 2 more types for me to rank. Just Steel and Fairy. I have no clue what this game they're advertising is. I guess if it looks good to you, go for it. But whatever. Alright, let me just find the right ones. Because not all of these tier lists have all of the Pokemon, so yeah, this one doesn't. Will you? Yes, you will. Alright, nice. And every Steel type Pokemon. There's not as much as I expected. Maybe this will go by quickly. I feel the same. So Magnemite, Magneton, and then I just want to get him. They are Magnezone. Love Magnezone. Fortress. Steelix. Is that supposed to be Mega Steelix? Or is he separate on here? No, they don't have Mega... Oh, they do. Okay. I guess it's just like gender differences. Well, love Steelix. Love Scizor. I like Skarmory. Just kind of forgettable. Although I'll put it up here just because of Ironmon. Mawile. He had a Mega, but that's not enough. And then love. Although just so I can get this out of the way. Incredible. Is like, I love these Megas. Oh, yep, Lucario's here. Like, I gotta put Lucario up. Registeel, Ununun, A tier. Actually, no. It gets 8 tier. We're gonna forget about that time it did the Nazi salute. Jirachi is cute. Jirachi gets B tier. Empoleon, he looks like he wants to shake my hand. A tier. Shieldon, Shieldon Bastiodon, I'm not that much of a fan of. Wormadam, B tier. Bronzor, A tier. Bronzong, A tier. Probopass, it's me, Mario. Is my cat at the door? I'm not hearing further scratching, so. A tier. A tier. B tier for oversaturation. A tier. B tier too slow. A tier. I don't know why I love the Ferrothorn line. I just love the Ferrothorn line. And then they get too much... The Clink line gets too much hate. Mega Lucario looks sick. That's why he's in S tier. I love Mega Lucario. Probably because I've watched anime since I was a child, so I have a natural attraction towards anime in general. Love the Ponyard line. And where is their King Gambit? And I love Orthworm. I don't know why. He's just a worm. He is a fun little worm friend. You're just boring. You're awesome. I love the Genesect line. I just find it funny that they even include the drivers because it's just Genesect. It does not have any change. Favorite anime, probably Hunter x Hunter. Nice. For me, it's Naruto / Shippuden. I like them all each for different reasons. Naruto Shippuden is better than the original Naruto, but original Naruto has more nostalgia for me and more quotes. Like, remember, like, just bits I can like more. Like, Rock Lee vs. Gaara. Best fight in all of anime. Hands down. Will not take any other exceptions. Mega Steelix. Mega Mawile. Watching Naruto Shippuden right now. Just finished the Pain arc. I love the Pain arc. The Honedge line. Just the always incredible. This world shall soon know pain. Almighty Push. Also, can we just say Almighty Push is underrated? Just because I'm looking here, by the way, because that's where my chat is, or here, whatever. But it's underrated. Almighty Push, Universal Pull. Because think about it, magnetic ability to just not only shove something out of your way with great force, but you can bring it to yourself. That's just such a cool power. Klefki gets too much hate, but I'm not going to put it any higher than A. I love the Sandshrew and Sandslash lines for some reason, but I don't like Alolan Sandslash. Because Ice Steel, terrible type. Don't like Diglett. I like Alolan Diglett. It's definitely one that looks crazy insane. True. Oversaturated, plus just boring. Togedemaru is adorable. Solgaleo rules. Celesteela is cool. Katana, mind if I cut in? And then Duskmane is just so cool. Magearna? I actually love Magearna. I love Magearna a lot. Oh wait, hang on. Let me rephrase that. I love shiny Magearna more than regular Magearna. Stack Attack, Donald Trump's favorite Pokemon. Meltan? Cute. Melmetal, Anchor Arms, Gigantamax Melmetal. Honestly, it's still here just because its G-Max move is not that impressive. I hate Berserker. Mia did not need another regional variant, and out of all, why did it have to look like that? Also, Origin Form Dialga. I hate the Origin Forms for Palkia and Dialga. I love Galarian Stunfisk. I like Hisuian, Sliggoo, and Goodra. They're going up here. Corviknight, awesome. G-Max Corviknight. Origin forms are kind of ugly, like they could have done way better. Exactly! How is it that Origin Form Giratina looks like a demon out of the underworld, but Origin Form Palkia is an armless centaur? And I don't even know what Origin Form Dialga is. I hate Berserker and I hate Galarian Meowth. Kyufin's cool. And then Caparaja is cool. And I just love, look at the schnoz on G-Max Caparaja. Duraludon's cool. G-Max Duraludon is a gigantic tower. A skyscraper. I love it. Then Zacian. Love it. Zamazenta, I like it. Huh? Am I cat at the door? Yep. My cat has entered the room, but she is... Wait, is she just coming to frame? Hang on. No, she's eating right now. The Tinkatink line, I wish it had higher attack, but I love them regardless. Especially Tinkaton. Even though it's a Corvusquire Hunter, I love it. Varoom, B tier. Revavroom, A tier. And then Iron Treads, B tier. It's okay. Goldengo, the String Cheese Man. Archulodon, cool but unnecessary. And Iron Crown, A tier. And this is my tier list of steel types. I really like steel types. Okay. There is just one more to do. But I have to use the bathroom first. I will be right back so I can rank the fairy types. I have returned, and now I'm going to pull up a tier list on fairy types. Oh, I love this song. Okay, I gotta click the wrong thing. Clicked on an incomplete list. Still an incomplete list. Come on, man. Nope, this one's got it too. Okay. Or wait, does it? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. This one's thankfully the shortest one. Every fairy type Pokemon. Let's go. Pheasantipity, A tier. Because I like how it tricked us into thinking it was a flying type. Swirlix, I love cotton candy, A tier. This is literally a JoJo stand/stand user. Love Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. A tier. S tier. Don't read into it. A tier. A tier. Not that much of a fan of whipped cream. I like Cool Whip, I don't like whipped cream. B tier. I don't like thinking about injured dogs. Is the other injured dog on here? No? Good. Surf and Raichu. Aromatisse. A little weird for me. Mega Autono. Unnecessary, but I like it. Azumarill. I love it. Azurill. It's cute. I prefer regular Marill. And Meryl. I have to put Meryl here because I recently bought a giant Meryl plush. I cannot show it to you now because it is in my garage, but it is big and it'll be in my next place. Carbink, I wish they did more with it. Clefable, I hate this thing's stall tactics. Clefairy, it's alright. Cleffa, cute. Comfey, I wish they did more with it. Cottony, I like. Fido, yes. Hang on. Hey, I am still streaming. Alright. That was thankfully fast. Diancie. I like Diancie. I prefer Mega Diancie, which is unfortunately not on this list. So just in its place, it goes A tier. I hate Therian Form Enamorous. Darkspun? Oh no, this is Fido, that's Darkspun. Either way, they both get A tier. The Flabébé line, I actually love the Flabébé line. Here's Florges. Not S tier, I don't like it that much. A tier. Giant Cake, I prefer Cheesecake, but it's Giant Cake regardless. Granbull, love it. Grimmsnarl, love it. Love it. Love it. It's cute, but I don't love it as much. Iron Valiant rules. Just Smash Bros. Has desensitized me. It's cute. It's cute. Gets too much hate, but it's here. It's fine. Magearna. Here you go. My nose is a little itchy. Just not that good. Love Mega Altaria. Milcery. It's just the thing of milk. Plus, it's kind of weird if you think about it making a cup of coffee for you. It's like, would you like milk with that? Sure. Enjoy. And then I like Mime Jr. Mimikyu, S tier. Morlul, in school. Morgrem, B tier. Alolan Ninetales. Floette. Primarina. Rapidash. Giddyfly. Screamtail. Shiinotic. Slurpuff is just gross, kind of. Same place with Granbull. I ranted about this. I also ranted about this. Love Togekiss. Redundant. In fact, just to get it. Oh, cool, it's not here. Dedenne. Xerneas. Mega Diancie. Love the dress. Spritzy. Sylveon, A tier. And now the Tapus. Are there any I like more than the others? Nah, I kind of like them all equally. Tinkaton. Togepi. Galarian Weezing. Whimsicott. Wigglytuff, and lastly, ending with an S tier, Zamazenta. Okay, I'm gonna pause my song real quick so I can just wrap this all up. And there you have it. This is every fairy type ranked, which means, with the exception of Ice type, because I already did that on a Christmas stream, that is every type ranked. Ooh, I've been sitting here for, 3 hours? How long have I been going for? About 4 hours. Oh my god, and we're at 69 views. What a way to end off the stream. Regardless, I gotta take my gloves off now because I am super tired. I was sitting here for 4 hours. Good thing I decided not to do the ice type since I did it on Christmas. And, oh, I'm even taking these off. I'll be ending the stream right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. Comment down below since it helps me connect with you guys. Like the video so I know there's more of what you want to see. Share the videos so more people on this channel even exists. And don't forget to hit that bell so you know when I go live. Also, don't forget to check out the Common Sense podcast, link in the description below. And don't forget to tune in to both Thursday. There is no stream, but I have a new short series I'm wanting to do, just like with the one I did yesterday. And then on Friday, I sign off and I take my break to move. Until next time, see you guys.